Welcome to a condensed version of Blame It on the Boogie podcast. Tonight is two brothers. Me and my boy D-O-O-Z-E. Here just to talk about sports. Tonight is our NBA edition. Since it's just the two of us, we're going to hit y'all with some quick
Just the two of us.
Oh, hit it.
We can make it if we try.
Go dudes.
I know, man. I'm feeling it, man. Let's get them.
You feeling it? You feeling it? I see you. So tonight it is just me and my brother D-O-O-Z-E, Antoine D-O-O-Z-E, D-Double, Duval, whatever you want to call him tonight, Williams from Florida.
Call me what you want to. Just keep calling. That's all I need you to do. Just keep calling.
And me, one and only Rod D from Detroit, Michigan. We start off like we always do. Thank y'all for joining us. But since you're here, go ahead and push that like button, push that notification bell, push that subscribe button, and of course, send D-O-O-Z-E that money.
Send it on in.
Send it to him. And we'll be glad to do whatever it is that we know how to do.
That's right. God gonna bless you for blessing us.
Bless you. Just bless you.
And we're gonna bless you too.
We're gonna bless you.
Oh, hallelujah.
So we're gonna get right into this because we're gonna be real quick. But we're gonna give y'all what we got. Like I said, give me what you got and get on right out here. Like I said, tonight we're gonna talk about nothing but the NBA. It was just announced today the NBA All-Star rosters. Who made it and who didn't? That's the question we have for tonight. So first we're gonna do is get to who made it. And as soon as my computer starts acting correct, here we go. So for the East, we talked about this last week. The starters for the East are Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, and Damian Lillard. Those are your five starters. For the West, you had LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Those are your starters in the West.
Shea Butter.
That's 2-8. But today, the commissioner announced the reserves. So for the East squad, there's 3 first-time honorees. The first being the best point guard in the league that plays for my New York Knicks, and that is none other than Jalen Brunson. The brother is balling. Well-deserving.
He's balling.
Well-deserving. They're losing tonight. That's okay. We still got a lot of time.
Yeah,
it's going to be all good. It's going to be good. No. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. You got the Sixers guard, Tyrese Maxey, who has been balling also.
Maxey's been
ever since the departure of the brother in the fat suit, James Harden.
Yeah, he was kind of stunting Maxey's growth.
And then you have second-year player, first-time All-Star from the Orlando Magic, Paolo Banchero, who I think is one of the best power forwards in the league right now.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the first-timers. But to join those first-timers on the Eastern Reserve, you have the Cleveland Cavaliers guard, Donovan Mitchell, his 5th selection. You have the Boston Celtics guard, Jaylen Brown, his 3rd selection. You have the best power forward in the league that plays for, of course, my New York Knicks. And that would be Julius Randle.
That would be
this is his 3rd selection.
But he has been balling.
You have at center, Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat. This is his 3rd selection.
Bam.
On that squad, let's just do it like this. Let's talk about the East squad first. So, do you see anybody on the East that should be on this team that got snubbed? And if so, who should come off?
Actually, I agree with all I agree with all the picks on the East. I mean, of course, I like Jimmy Butler, because he plays so hard and he's a great player, but he missed so many games. So I think Banchero was a good choice, you know, instead of Jimmy Butler. But other than that, I agree with all those. You know, you have to stay tuned because you know there's a couple of injuries going on. You have Embiid and looks like Randall won't be playing, so it'll be a couple of
Randall's out for the next 3 weeks, so I doubt very seriously if he plays.
Yeah, so we got to figure out who we're gonna put in those slots.
Yeah. So, well, one of the players that should be on that slot is Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis has been
and he's a Celtic, so I don't disagree. I certainly agree with that. You know, the more Celtics, the merrier. And we probably should get Derek White in for Randall. You know, I mean for Embiid if he doesn't play. So you know, just let's get 4 Celtics in there.
So the only thing about the East doesn't have any bigs really. If you look at the Eastern Conference, let's see. Let me look at the Eastern Conference.
Embiid, Bam is more like a power forward. So
Bam is a power forward, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You got Chicago Bulls. They don't have a power forward. Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, Jared Allen might be deserving also.
Oh yeah. He helped carry that team while Darius Garland and what's the other guy, Evan Mobley, while they were out. Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen, they carried that team and kept them in playoff contention. So they definitely, he's definitely a consideration. And they do need a big. So yeah, let's throw Jared Allen in there.
So I'm saying Jared Allen is a deserving candidate. No one from the Pistons
and Jared Allen.
Exactly. No one from the Pistons is deserving.
No.
The Bucks, they have their 2 representations.
Yeah, they're good with them too.
No one from the Nets. No one from the Raptors.
The Hawks. I like their 2 stars, but no. The record says no.
Not this year. Not this year. We're not even going to talk about Charlotte. We ain't going to talk about them at all.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, they're breaking my heart.
Sure, and the Wizards. The Wizards are
the who?
They're down there with the Pistons, man. They're down there with the Pistons. All right, so like I said, the only possible player that I would maybe replace, and I really don't want to, and that'd be Paolo. But I mean, between him and Porzingis, I mean, it's a toss-up, and you know they selected Paolo. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that at all. The East, I'm with you. The East, I'm pretty good with. I'm pretty good with the entire Eastern roster. Now the West, we got a little questions.
Questions about the West.
The West, like we said, the Western, the starters are LeBron, KD, the Joker, Doncic, and SGA. Those are the starters. The reserves for the West, you have Steph Curry making his 10th selection, Anthony Davis making his 9th selection, Paul George making his 9th selection, Kawhi Leonard making his 6th, Devin Booker with his 4th, Karl Anthony Towns with his 4th, and Anthony Edwards with his 2nd. Now this one, I might have a few that I have questions with. But go ahead, dudes. Who you got in the West? Who you think should be in and should not be in?
I'm taking off Paul George and I'm putting on De'Aaron Fox. Who's my other guy on the West? I said, hold on. Keeping him on. I think everybody else on the West I agree with everybody else on the West. Just Paul George. I would do a swap for him and De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, mainly because I don't like the way Cat plays.
Me neither, but he's deserving.
You know what?
They're winning.
I got a problem with Cat, but that's the thing. They're winning. I mean, he does average 20.
What are they, 1 or 2? They're number 2. 2 in the West.
Let's see. They are NBA standings. They are
number 1.
First in the West. One game up on OKC.
So give us our 2 people in Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm nitpicking with him. I'm just not a fan of Cats, man. I hate that greatest big man shooter of all time. I hate that, man.
Yeah, it's just like right there, just irritate you. Just
Man, you 7 foot, 260 pounds. You're not supposed to be out there shooting 3.
Yeah, and then he's trying to take people off the dribble, and he's running out of control.
His game
don't look right.
It's just irritating to me, man. But again, I can't take away what he's doing. He's been balling,
and his team is winning. He's productive.
They've been winning. But
we like it or not.
But the thing is, Sabonis, man, you know,
Sabonis is playing great.
Sabonis has been balling. I mean, let me get the Sabonis stats. Because I want to be precise. He's 20 points, 13 rebounds a game. Come on, man. 8 assists. Sabonis averages 8 assists a game.
He's passing like his daddy. He's stunting like his daddy.
Exactly. So no, that, like I said, that would be the only reason that what's your boy Cat made it over Sabonis is the fact that they have the #1 record.
Yeah, they're #1.
They got the best record in the West. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
because if you actually look
that
at
gets you
game,
2. That gets you two players in. So
yeah, that gets you 2. That you get you 2. But Sac, man, they have none. That they have 2 deserving all-stars on their team. And they're not. I mean, the problem is they got the 6th best team in the West. So do you put 2 players from the 6th best team in the West on the 5th best team in the West, 6 games back in the Timberwolves?
What are the Lakers?
Kings. Ooh, that's right. The Lakers got 2. They 9th. Ooh. Ooh.
That's kind of scary, ain't it?
Man. I just thought about that. They got 2 players and they're 9th. I mean, they're come on, man. So LeBron, you got to come off, bro. AD is having definitely having a better season than LeBron.
But AD will probably be injured, so we'll get that spot.
That is probably true. He probably won't make it to the 3rd weekend in February. He'll get hurt.
He'll be in a wheelchair by then.
he gonna get hurt, man. He gonna get hurt.
Or on a walker or with a cane or something, but he's gonna be hurt.
Yeah, somewhere along the line, he gonna step on the crack, as they say. Come on, Halliburton. No. Okay, cool. My Knicks trying to make a comeback, man. We're trying to make a comeback. But Indiana just difficult to play, man. They can score from all over. But anyway,
they're always up and down the court. Yeah.
That's another topic for another day. Our next topic we're gonna talk about, which brings me back to your boy LeBron also, but
Brian James.
We're gonna talk about the new rule that they've started this year in the NBA that may eliminate the current MVP and cost your boy Halliburton down in Indiana over $40 million. And that's the fact that in order to qualify for these postseason awards, you have to play at least 65 games during the season. 65 out of 82 games. And if Embiid continues to be hurt and that knee injury, he's had knee injuries ever since he's been in the league. But that knee injury may cost him.
He had back surgery and his knee injury ever since he came into the league.
Yeah, that knee injury may cost him a second MVP award, and he's deserving of that MVP award. I think is he leading the league in scoring? Hold on, let me get to the stats.
I believe he is. He should be.
He is leading the league in scoring at 35.3 points a game, and I think he had like 10 rebounds. Does he average 10 rebounds? He's averaging 35.3, 5.7 assists, 11.3 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks per game. So he's definitely playing better than he did last year.
He is definitely the MVP.
Yeah, but he may not qualify.
Or the rule though, no.
Because he's played in 34 games this year. And how many games have the Sixers played? Let me see standings. The Sixers have played. Where we at? 46 games. What did I say? 35. So he's already missed 11 games. I don't know.
No, he's not gonna make it. And the thing about Embiid, like you said, he he was injured his first year. I met him at the mall while he was injured during his first year in Orlando. But and did he sit out his first 2 years? I know he sat out the first year.
No, he sat out he didn't even attempt to play that first year when they drafted him.
First year,
he didn't attempt to play that first year. He played the second year, but he played like sparingly. He only had a minutes restriction.
Exactly, and so he's only going to be able to. The thing about Embiid, I never liked because he looked like he was always out of shape. But he's only going to be able to get in a certain measure of shape because he can't really run to get in shape because of the back issues, the knee issues, and
back and knees.
And so the pound and he's not going to be able to take that. So
he's 7 foot 280. So
yeah, exactly.
That's a lot of weight to be running up and down that court on, man.
So I could kind of understand, a certain degree of load management with him because he has serious health issues, as far as structurally, and so
on Embiid,
he's not going to get it
in a second. But on Embiid, Embiid cost what is it, $75,000 fine that the Sixers received for not putting Embiid on the injured list.
Oh yeah, I saw that today.
The Denver game, yeah.
Was he going to try to squeeze in there just so he could say play the game? Is that what he trying to do?
Exactly. So, but the fact that he was hurt.
Let me ask you this, Rod. So, what do you think? What do you think personally about this rule?
About the rule? So, in this era of load management, I think it's a great rule because the thing about it, which leads us to HALIBURTON. HALIBURTON, he's not missing games just because of load management. He's missing games because he got hurt.
Actually, but we all saw the injury where he slipped and did the split and pulled his hamstring.
Which is it's unfortunate in that particular case. But for a lot of players that just decide they don't want to play, it's supposed to be a deterrent for them not playing, right? Because when you associate the different postseason awards to your paycheck, right? Because if in the case of HALIBURTON, if he was on the first or second team All NBA, his contract that he just signed. No, he signed his contract last summer, but the contract would give him an additional $40 million for having those awards. And he's deserving of those. The way he was playing, he's going to be on those lists. Definitely going to be
one of my new favorite players
because he be balling, man. He does it all. Thank you, Obi Toppin for making the Knicks draft you versus Tyrese Halliburton.
The Knicks know they could pass up on some good point guards.
Man, look, man, we got
historically.
And Toppin just missed a dunk, so I'm happy about that one.
But we got
cheated out of Steph.
I feel like as far as the new rule, and I think Stephen A was saying the same thing. I mean, we have to look at what got us here. It's going to hurt these players. HALIBURTON, $40 million that's more than hurt.
40 million.
That's going to kill him. But and then Embiid not getting the award, that's going to really hurt them. But we have to look at what got us here. You got guys, fans spending their hard-earned money. They saving up for months, and getting tickets as Christmas presents for the kids to go see their favorite player, and you save all this money up, and you get to the game, and your favorite player, you just find out he's not playing, and he's not hurt, and he's just standing on the sideline laughing and lollygagging and sitting there with no injury at all. I saw the day where you even have somebody coming from as far as Ethiopia to see Kyrie play today. Even though he is hurt with the sprained thumb or whatever, but still, you got people coming from all around the world to see these guys play, and some of them aren't even hurt.
So the rule was instituted as a deterrent to these players, but some players just don't care.
Yeah.
Case in point, LeBron James, right? A nationally televised game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game, and then all of a sudden you come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, and then all of a sudden you played the last game against the Boston Celtics. You come to Boston one time a year, but all of a sudden now you're hurt.
And keep in mind, this is Rivals Week. This is the week that the NBA's been pumping up all week long, and
this is the new
all
thing.
These big rivals, the Celtics versus the Lakers, and
exactly. They've been pumping this up for the whole season. It's something they were looking for.
And the Lakers' two best players aren't even playing.
Not playing. Nah, Anthony Davis, he always hurt. You know,
he's probably hurt. He is probably hurt because he's always hurt.
He's probably hurt. LeBron, I was listening to Kendrick Perkins earlier on NBA Today, and Kendrick Perkins said something. I just laughed when I thought about it. He said that every year in the last 10 years, every year around the All-Star break, LeBron James gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, you know, and then after the All-Star break, you know, he started balling again. But he's like, you know, is LeBron just trying to get some extra days off before the All-Star break? I don't. But it makes you think, because if you look at it, every year LeBron gets hurt. Every year. Like, come on, man. Prior to that, you wasn't getting hurt. Now all of a sudden, you know, every year you get hurt. You know, you live around LA.
I think they're trying to get Ham up out of there.
They're definitely trying to get rid of Ham. Darvin, he as they say, dead man walking. Dead man walking.
Yeah. Go ahead and get your plan B together, Darvin.
LeBron he doesn't respect him. He doesn't respect him at all. So for them to we got Dante in the I didn't even pay attention to that. Dante here.
Dante's in the control room.
He's in the control room giving us some stuff. Yep, that's LeBron. LeBron in October.
Man, LeBron beard looks like mine right there, huh?
Black beard. Come January, February. The man, he just he broke down. At least that's what he wants you to believe. Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
like mine there.
After the All-Star break, that's when he started balling again.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, my fellas? What's going on,
What's going on, man?
This is our abbreviated edition. We going all NBA tonight, and because we're gonna do it again tomorrow night.
Yeah, just a little abbreviated edition. We're gonna go ahead and
we're gonna
coming back tomorrow
night.
I like abbreviated. Yeah, I know I don't like the NBA. It's a garbage product, but I like certain players. But
come on, man.
I was listening in the green room.
He loved the NBA.
I was listening to everything y'all was saying. What's been going on, transpiring this past week, especially with LeBron calling out his teammates, talking about my son could do better than y'all, and that goes back to what we talked about. Last week, 2 weeks ago, Rodney, hyping up little Bronny.
Bronny got the name. That's about it.
Averaging 5 points a game and been demoted.
Yeah, with you, it was you that sent the text saying he got benched. Deservedly so.
Yes, sir.
We gonna take a little tangent. Talk about LeBron.
See what his dad is still doing. His dad over here whining, looking like LeBron in January, and trying to hype his son up to, again, like I said, get his son drafted this year without doing nothing so he can play with him before he retires, looking like he does in January.
Hey, if they want to play basketball together, let them play at home. Because Bronny is not deserving of any of the roster spots in the NBA. Not at all.
Look, I think he does. Look at what's it? Thanasis. What's the old boy name? Giannis brother.
Thanasis.
He got a spot, right?
You're right. He made a 5-year career out of
Bronny can sit on the end. Yeah, Bronny can sit on the end of the bench and dance and do some dance moves.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's young. He know the latest dance moves, so you know.
That's all he gonna do, though, man. He gonna sit on the end of somebody's bench.
High five his daddy.
They're gonna practice. You know, what, NBA practice like 10 days a year. You got 10 days of practice.
3 games a year. Three practice days.
3 practices a year. So he gonna be able to sit on the bench and you know, enjoy the time with his dad, spend the time with his dad. You know, family affair. That's about all he's good for. Because it's maybe basketball.
Let him get in the game and play against Giannis's brother.
Man, I was watching the USC game, man, when he was playing, bro. When I say they keep talking about he's such a great passer, and you know the court vision is just, you know, unprecedented. Man, he was throwing the ball all over the place.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's not a bad player. He's just an average off the bench kid. You know, he's like maybe an 8th or 9th guy off the bench. for a college team.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he is not.
You know, he's not a bad player, but he's nothing to marvel over.
Hoops Hype or whatever, where they had the NBA draft mock draft or whatever, and they had him going in the first round, like 28. I'm like, come on, man. Are you serious? But anyway, we're gonna leave.
Let's get off
Bronny alone. I'm gonna leave Bronny alone. But
good luck, Bronny. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. I mean, bro, look. I'm leaving him. I ain't gonna talk about him. He don't need no airtime. No more airtime. But in 7 days, we have the NBA trade deadline. You know, I love to do the simulations on NBA 2K where I'm the GM, and that's like one of my favorite times. The trade deadline where I can trade all my players, get more draft picks. But next week is for real. And you had a couple of trades go down so far this year. Let me get to the trades. Let me get to the trades that have gone down. Here we go. Today, this trade, I don't understand this trade. It just went down about 2 hours ago. But you had the Memphis Grizzlies trading a hurt player in center Steven Adams to the Houston Rockets for another hurt player in Victor Oladipo and 3 second-round draft picks. But here's the thing, which kind of makes it odd. You know, I would think in this draft, Memphis would be the one trading the draft assets because Steven Adams has a contract that's also guaranteed for next year. Oladipo is a free agent at the end of the year, so his contract is expiring. So if you're trading a hurt player for a hurt player, why are you also giving up 3 second-round draft picks
and taking on another year?
It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not quite understanding why are my Knicks down by 8 again. Come on, man. I'm not understanding. Shut up, dudes. I'm not understanding that particular trade.
Sorry.
When Adams plays up until his knee injury, when he played, you know, he gonna get you 12 rebounds a game, 10 points, and play some great defense. But now he's a year removed now because he got injured January of 23. So he's been hurt for a year. He's not playing for the rest of this year. So by the time he plays, it's gonna be like 20 months since the last time he played on the NBA court.
Yeah, he's gonna be about 40 years old.
Yeah, so I'm kind of confused about this one, dudes. What's your thoughts on this trade?
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm confused. I don't really understand what they're doing because, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Neither one of them is going to play this year, and so yeah, I don't know what Memphis is doing. You know, I had a problem with Memphis trading Valanciunas for Adams. Valanciunas was he was a bucket down low. You know, he was low post scoring. You know, I know a lot of teams don't want centers and big men anymore, but Valanciunas can also shoot threes as well, so and rebound. So they traded him for Adams. Adams got hurt and he's been out. Oladipo, unfortunately, he's been having his knee problems ever since he tore it the first time. It's just like been a recurring theme with him. So
it's like 5 years ago in Indiana.
Exactly, and it's just been like reoccurring. So I mean, it's sad, but I think he's probably done.
So again, if you were grading this trade, it would be I give the Grizzlies an A because you got 3 seconds. It's 2 this year, and 1 next year. And you
get draft picks for nothing, basically.
a lot of folks, and here's the other thing: Oladipo makes less money than Adams, so the Rockets picked up more money and gave away 3 draft picks. So I'm confused, but a lot of people will downplay those seconds because those are players that are not guaranteed contracts. They may stay on the team, they may not, but second round draft picks are actually very useful, especially when you're trying to move back up into the first round, that low first round, to pick up a player that man starts slipping or whatever. You give the team a couple of extra second round picks. You know, the more bites at the apple that you have, the better, you know, the better your team might be.
Exactly.
So,
especially for two players that aren't even playing. So
exactly. So that was one of the things. Going back to the trade deadline, there's a lot of rumors out there. One being what's going on with Golden State, right? I saw a couple of different rumors, and one kind of piqued my interest, and I wanted to get y'all thoughts. We started talking about it on text earlier, and Dante told us to shut up. Talk about it tonight on the show.
Shut up, shutting up.
So we want to talk about it right now. So one of the trade rumors that came out there was a trade between the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers, and that was Klay Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga, and 2 first-round draft picks for LeBron James. So the question, D-Dub, the question, Dante, are you doing it? If so, why? If not, why?
I am not doing it. No. The reason I wouldn't do it is because, first of all, you know, LeBron, you know, as great as he is, you know, Father Time is catching up with him. And, you know, Father Time is undefeated. Even though LeBron is a freak of nature, you know, he's in great shape, freak of nature. LeBron got maybe 2 years left. Maybe a year and a half. I would say about a year and a half. And so
this year,
Golden State, Golden State needs a star young player. I won't say a superstar because, you know, it's kind of hard to get superstars, but a star young player. And LeBron, even if LeBron goes over there, he's going to be over there for about maybe a year or so. And he's done so. And so Klay and Kuminga for the Lakers. If the Lakers trade LeBron, they're going to need another creator, shot maker. Klay isn't that. Klay's a 3-point shooter, so he needs somebody to get him the ball. So he would need like a LeBron to get him the ball, but you know, there's nobody distributing the ball over there. You got D'Angelo Russell, who is a decent scorer, but he's not a passer by any stretch of the imagination. He likes to put it up. You know, only way he's gonna pass it to you if you're sitting on the rim. If you're not sitting up there, he don't see you. So Kuminga, I've seen him play a couple times. I'm not really impressed with Kuminga. I mean, he could develop to be something good. He has some good skills, but it's like he doesn't know when to implement his skills. He don't know when to use them. So I'm not really sold on him. I mean, he could turn out to be like what's this guy's name? They left the Lake, Kuzma. He could probably go to a different team and, you know, maybe transform and become something greater, but I can't see it. And I got good eyes. I mean, we're not good predictors at predicting anything, but I can see when it comes to basketball players. I see things. I'm a visionary when it comes to these things. What you got, Dante?
What you got, Dante?
Trade for LeBron?
Man, stop it. I would rather trade for Bronny than trade for LeBron.
Well, I thought you was gonna say for what's his name? What's our guy?
Mediocre man.
Mediocre.
No, not at all. Again, we'll get back to that. Let me answer the question. Let's talk about this trade and some other people who I would rather see go out for LeBron. First of all, Klay and Kuminga. Okay, we know Klay's getting old, half injured. Kuminga's young. 2 firsts, so 2 first-round picks. So 4 players right now for old ass LeBron. He's the GOAT.
Who got about a year left in him.
But you do not scrap your whole squad, especially with Kuminga, and then your future with the first rounds for an old dude who's trying to hang around to play with his son. That's going back to the first thing we was talking about. So that's the first thing. No. Here's the other reason. Klay, Kuminga 2 firsts. Like Dude said. Golden State has who is their point guard on the bench that's also always hurt?
Your boy Chris Paul.
See, not my boy, CP3. So now
that's
you got his
boy,
old
man.
ass
He just old.
Old and always hurt. Y'all I was listening to you boys in the green room. Y'all was saying LeBron is old. Is he doing load management and all this other stuff? Yeah, he's getting old. Then you got Steph. Steph's still Steph. He's gonna be the point of emphasis on the team because all these other dudes old. Then you still got Draymond, who's old.
Who's old?
So you see where I'm going with this. You got a bunch of old ass dudes on the squad with no bench because you traded away Kuminga. You traded away.
Did you say bench? Did you say bench?
They have no bench.
I thought you said that with an I.
No bench.
Oh, you thought he said the other word.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, they have no bench. They all got benches. Look behind the seats. They all back there. All they wide.
All in the stands.
But no, they have no bench. And that's part of why you don't trade away the 2 first, because that's part of your future. But on the flip side, if you were to trade anybody and to get rid of LeBron, what the Lakers need to do is get rid of LeBron. That's all they need to do is get rid of LeBron, let him go wherever he wants to go. But I think the Lakers would actually benefit by losing LeBron. And
I was going to say the same.
Get rid of him, and the Lakers would actually be better because he's controlling the team.
Yeah. If LeBron was willing to take a...
you guys mentioned something about the possibly tanking to try to get the coach fired and all that. He's basically trying to push his way out of LA now. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, if LeBron was willing to take a secondary role, it'd be different.
You talking about your teammates, LeBron? You know, they got their championship already, the end season, which I told y'all was a bunch of bullshit in the first place. You trade him back to the East, to the team that could use him. You know, my adopted team.
Ben Simmons?
Get Ben Simmons. Go get Ben Simmons. Trade LeBron for Ben Simmons.
Hey, Ben Simmons actually played one game.
Now the Lakers have a distributor. That's all you need from Ben. He ain't got to shoot. Yeah. Just get the ball to AD, get the ball to Dino, and the Lakers would actually be better off. Get rid of LeBron. So that's my opinion
day before yesterday
on that.
Oh, wow.
That's my opinion on that. It makes no sense. That was my question, right? Who even proposed this ludicrous?
It was a trade on Bleacher Report. Some writer had proposed it or whatever, and then me. So here's the thing. So me,
it wasn't Woj or somebody coming out with inside. It's just a writer.
It was just
like dudes writing his diary about bubbles and threw it out there on the web. Okay.
Yeah. It's just proposed.
So here's the thing. To me, when I look at it from the Lakers standpoint, I'm doing it all day long. And I mean, if you offer me this, it's done. You can have LeBron, give me Kuminga in the 2 first. Klay's gonna be there maybe this year. Klay's a free agent at the end of the year, so I get salary cap relief. I got a young player in Kuminga. To me, dudes, Kuminga actually is he's Jaylen Brown. He's Jaylen Brown without the consistent jump shot. He has the tools to play defense. He can rebound. He can do it all. But the problem with Kuminga in Golden State is he was not being used correctly. All of a sudden now, Steve
they got too many shooters at Golden State.
Steve Kerr is playing him, the way that he should be played. Ever since when Draymond got hurt, or I'm sorry, not hurt. When Draymond got suspended, Kuminga was able to play like Kuminga needs to play. He needs to play at the 4 spot.
And that's why I was saying that that comparison to Kuzma, because he has skills. You can see the skills, but he wasn't allowed to use it.
His shot is coming around. It ain't great yet, but it's coming around. But on the Lakers, you said it also, dudes. The problem with the Lakers is that the only person that distributes the ball is LeBron. So if they got rid of LeBron, who's gonna pass the ball? D'Angelo Russell has been balling lately. He's been playing more of a 2 guard spot. He's out there shooting.
KLAY, a shooter. They have no distributor.
And please don't bring my boy. Don't bring my boy DeAndre Murray over there, man. I like Murray. Oh, no, and the Lakers just gonna put him in a corner and try to make him a 3-point shooter like they tried to do Russell Westbrook, Gabe Vince. Yeah, you're gonna kill that.
Absolutely stupid.
Well, I got a question for you. Speaking of that, hold on real quick, Rodney. So if the Lakers need they need a distributor, they need a point guard. So if you were to trade or even keep LeBron, remember that whole talk about Trae Young going to the Lakers? Who would you give up for Trae Young?
Again, even with Trae,
he's not gonna fit. He's not gonna fit in with LeBron. It would have
as long as LeBron is there, nobody's gonna fit.
Yeah, point guard's gonna fit. And they keep trying to bring somebody in, but it's not going to work because the point guard won't have the ball at all, and which he's not used to. He'll be standing in the corner waiting on somebody to give him a 3-pointer.
The reason that Kyrie was able to work with LeBron is because Kyrie can shoot.
Kyrie's like a shooting guard by nature, but he's just a short.
He let LeBron do all the.
That's all Trae Young does. Just shoot.
No, Trae Young got to have the ball in his hands at all times. Kyrie don't necessarily have the ball at
all
times.
But
once he get it, once Kyrie get it, you ain't getting it back. But
Trae Young averaged like double figures assists, right? Around there. He's up there.
Right around there.
Yeah.
After he gets his, dude. Hey, dude, after he get his, then he goes.
Oh, yeah. After he get his. But he got to have a whole lot. He got to have the ball a lot to do all that. LeBron ain't going to give it to him.
On Golden State side, that would be a stupid trade because you got LeBron and you got Draymond Green right there. They will never work together.
Yeah,
they would never work together.
Defense would be horrible too.
And then you're giving up your shooter. I mean, you got Steph. You got Steph. But if you give up Klay, now I can double team Steph because you ain't got nobody else out there that I can trust shooting from the outside. LeBron, even though he can hit, is not a 3-point shooter. So it'll be stupid on Golden State's part. It'd be great on the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm trading Klay on my side. I'm trading Klay.
Hey, Rodney. But one of you guys, I watched my boys play last night, or my adopted team. That's the Nets when they played the Suns, where they got their ass ball handed to them. But KD was
killing them, boy.
The elephant in the room that everybody, it's trade deadline time, Rodney. Why is nobody trying to go get Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons would be perfect.
He played one game because he's hurt again.
No, he's just like LeBron. He ain't hurt. He wants out of there too. They ain't using him.
Hurt.
And so, what place is Brooklyn in right now, Rodney?
Man, they deep down. Oh, hold on, let me tell you. NBA standing.
They lost. They be losing stupid games. They can't close in the end.
Brooklyn is 11th.
They lose all their games in the fourth quarter.
They're a game out of the play-in. Game behind the Hawks, who's 10th in the for the last play-in spot.
Which is basically that's the Lakers too, right? A game out of the play-in. Golden State.
The Lakers are right. Well, they're 9th now. They're 9th now. Are they still playing right now, dudes?
They should be. Let me see. I think they are.
So here's my question.
Yeah, they are. Actually, the Lakers are winning. The Lakers are beating Boston 101-90.
I told you. I told you they were going to win. Boston, Tatum and Brown are going to get the gunning because they see LeBron and those guys aren't playing, so they're going to take the night off and just start gunning.
LeBron, exactly. That's proof of what we're saying. LeBron is gone. Hold on.
Why come up put up your full?
Russell has 13 assists. Look, Russell got 13 assists.
I'm looking for. He passed over the ball moves when LeBron is not there.
Yeah, Russell is shooting horrible.
30,
and the Lakers would be better off with Ben Simmons. So follow me here. The Lakers would be better off with Ben Simmons distributing the ball to the talent that they have.
Only thing Ben Simmons gonna distribute is popcorn on the bench because he ain't gonna get in the game. He always hurt.
Well, let's put aside the fact he's always hurt. That's just like Chris Paul. That's just like AD is always hurt. Ben Simmons ain't really hurt. That's what the teams tell you. That's what they say because they don't want to put him in a roster to mess up chemistry. But change the dynamics. Send him across the country. LeBron going to the Nets second half of the season since he's load managing. don't you believe that would make the Nets move them up to probably a 7th or 8th seed? And would shake up the East. It would make the East wake up again. So that would be intriguing.
Here you go. Here you go, Dante. I'm gonna give you some context to what you're talking about. Ben Simmons, he's played in 7 games this year, so he's not gonna qualify for any of the postseason awards.
We ain't talking about awards. He qualifies.
He played in 7 games this year. He's shooting 58% from the field, averaging 7 points, 10.4 rebounds, and 7.3 assists with 1 block.
More than Bronny.
But his problem is he's 0% from 3 and 25% from the line.
And part of that, those statistics, don't listen to those statistics because he's only played how many games, Rodney? 7 games.
He played 7 games.
Needs to get, so that percent, all those percentages could go up if he gets on the court.
The reason he's 0% from 3 is he hasn't shot any yet.
No, he ain't shot none.
That's what I'm saying. He's only played in 7 games. It's the same kind of stuff we were saying about James Harden when he first went to the Clippers and all this and that. He got to get his feet up under him. And he hasn't played. He's coming back, and the coach won't put him into the rotation because you're going to mess with the chemistry. I understand what the coach is doing out there. I've always said Ben Simmons needs a new scenery. He needs a smaller market, actually. That's what I said. You should have sent him to like Sacramento or Utah.
That's what they said when he was in that's what they said when he was in Philly, that he needed new scenery. That's why they sent him
forever. That statement you just made, I completely agree with. He needs a smaller market. He doesn't need a market like Philly, like New Jersey. He doesn't need that. He needs someone like Orlando,
anywhere on the East Coast,
like you said, Utah, Portland, somebody like that, where the media is not going to kill him for not shooting the 3-point shot.
He can rebuild himself. Exactly.
Again, looking at his stats, seriously, and I'm being dead serious.
Well, he really doesn't have any stats, right? He ain't played this year.
No. What I'm saying, if I'm Golden State, I would gladly trade Draymond Green for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I would too. Now I would go for that.
Exactly. Because you're right, Rodney, because you already got Kuminga. You putting Kuminga, that's the role Kuminga can play, and now you're getting a distributor, which they don't have.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is a better Draymond Green type player. He plays like Draymond, but he's better than Draymond.
He can rebound and he can distribute. You don't have to worry about him shooting, kind of like Draymond. But Kuminga can fill that role. Kuminga would fill that role, that void where Draymond has been traded for Ben Simmons. That works. I like that. Ben Simmons, the Nets have to move him. That's just salary sitting there.
Let me see. What's Ben Simmons' salary? Does he still have
he got one year? I think on his last year, Rodney, with like 40 million.
He got one more year.
Yeah, he better start getting his butt in that game, or he ain't gonna have no more years.
Last year, him. Oh, speaking of mediocre, man, I am absolutely enamored with what's the guy at the center here, Nurkic for the Suns. You see what I'm saying? They pay mediocre man all that money, and when you got guys like Nurkic that come in here balling, did you guys watch that game? Him and KD with the pick and roll is something you got to see. I mean, like, man, either KD went to work. Step out on KD, he dumping the ball.
KD went to work. Booker's been killing too lately.
Well, they all are. Bill's coming out.
Yeah, Booker's been killing.
But I was focused on Nurkic. I was trying to go watch the Portland game. I still have not seen. I've been trying to find mediocre man.
Oh my! Isaiah said he said Aiden actually played good the last game.
Yeah, he was balling. Against
I was like, what? He said, yeah.
Against the Bucks today, he was balling.
It must have been a full moon.
Mediocre man was from the elbow was shooting the shot from the elbow over the twin. What's his name? The Buck center.
Brook Lopez.
Wow. Lopez. Over Lopez. He was killing him. He was killing him.
Yeah, he better be killing the old ass Brook Lopez. He should be killing somebody. What is he? All right, speaking of this, pull Pull up Mediocre Man's stats, Rodney. Let's see if he's still getting that. What was that 2010 y'all was so happy about last year? Oh, he did you this.
Let me give you Mediocre Man stats. He is
I'm gonna guess 15 and 8.
No, not that much. I'll say 12. 12 and 7.
No, you're finally coming around and realizing that guy was Babbage.
Both of y'all wrong. DeAndre Ayton is 14 and 11.
I was close. 15 and 8. It wasn't that far with rebounds. But is that's way less than what his mediocre average has been since college, where I was on 20 and 10. I'll take that all day. He ain't doing that, is he?
Now his problem again, dudes.
He's mediocre.
Chris Paul giving him free pass.
He doesn't qualify for any of the awards because he only played 32 games so far.
Well, remember he got stuck in the ice, y'all. He got stuck in the ice, man.
Do they count that one? Do they count that game?
There's no way in the world you can. Hey, you can't navigate ice with pearls around your neck.
He should be the star in Portland. They ain't got Dame no more. He should be dominating like he said he was going to do. But nah, he out there wearing pearls. So a smaller market didn't work for him.
Well, maybe they need to let him wear his pearls while he play. Can you wear pearls while you play?
I mean, hey, they let you wear other necklaces. Let them wear his pearls. Let him wear his pearls.
Well,
all right, let's get back to
too much time talking about.
Let's get back to my the trade deadline stuff, dudes. Another Golden State Warrior that's been rumored to be traded is Andrew Wiggins. Do you think Andrew Wiggins has any trade value right now? And if so, what do you think they might be able to get for him?
Nothing. I forgot about his old ass on the bench out there.
I think the only way they're going to be able to trade him is to package him with Chris Paul, because Chris Paul has that big expiring contract. So
Wiggins got a big contract too. You're talking $60 million in contracts in. So that got to be a big trade.
Taking 2 old injured bums, y'all.
But well, we know Chris Paul. Like I say, he's they'll definitely take him because he has that expiring contract. Wiggins, you got to package him with somebody, because I'm not taking him unless you package him. his value has plummeted tremendously.
He has 3 years and $85 million left on his contract. And he's averaging 12.5 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 1.6 assists, shooting 44% from the field and 31% from 3. And that's the issue.
You got to get rid of him in a sweet deal. It's got to be a real sweet deal for somebody to take him. Other than that, he's almost untradeable at this point.
He's one of the main reasons why Golden State is in the position that they're in right now, because they were counting on him big time to be that
all those young players,
that number 3 scorer.
Yeah, they were counting on Wiseman. They were counting on Moody, Kuminga.
Yeah, Moody hasn't done anything. Kuminga, he's starting to do some stuff, but he ain't really doing the one.
Wiseman and Poole, remember all those guys? They were supposed to. They were supposed to be the next level for the Warriors.
I went to the game the other night between Washington and the Pistons. Man, that game was hard. Jordan Poole, man.
He was jacking,
man, bruh, from deep. I mean, just he shot one so bad, dudes, from top of the key, where the ball hit like 3 feet to the left of the rim. I'm like, come on, bro. It was horrible. It was just absolutely horrible.
He looks like he's just out there playing pickup ball.
We're not gonna call a foul on that. Oh, come on. Hold up now. Jalen Brunson just got punched in the nose. They stole the ball, dunked it, and now they just took the lead with 2 minutes to go in the game. This man out here bleeding.
Keeping in mind that probably really didn't happen. It's just the Knicks.
The man is still on the ground. All right, let me quit.
You don't need to play basketball, right? You don't need to know to play basketball.
Come on, man. All right, so Wiggins has no trade value. We're gonna pass on that rumor. You talked about Murray. So here's the question. First question is, we talk about DeJounte Murray from the Atlanta Hawks. He's been in the rumor. He's like the number 1. They rank the players that's most likely to get traded, and he was the number one player. And he had teams like Houston, the Lakers, the Knicks, even
San Antonio wants him back.
The Pistons of San Antonio that have been rumored to be, have interest in him. First question is, if you're Atlanta, why is it that you want to trade Murray in the first place? You gave up 3 number 1 picks to get him. 3 number 1s and I think one pick swap to get him. He's averaging, he has a pretty nice average, almost 20 points a game.
He's a very good player.
Why would you want to get rid of him in the first place?
Well, the issue they're having down there is a clash with him and Trae Young. He was Murray said when he came down there, when the new coach came in, what's his name? I forgot his name. The new coach. But anyway, the new coach, let him know. Yeah,
is it Quinn Snyder?
Quinn Snyder, yeah. He told him Murray that he would have some ball handling responsibilities, because he's one of the leaders in assists in San Antonio, and so he was promised to be able to sub off and on with Young and exchange ball handling duties or whatever. But he says once the season started, everything changed. And now he's back to standing in the corner, and not handling the ball as much. So, I think that's the problem. He wants the ball in his hand more, and deservedly so. He deserves it. And
all right, so if you get
him and Trae not being able to work together, that's the problem. So it's like, which one do you trade?
The problem is how many people can actually work with Trae, because like we just said a minute ago. None. Trae has to have the ball in his hand for 20 of the 24 seconds on the shot clock. He just has to. He dribbles around.
Has to shoot that long 40-foot three-pointer.
He's going to shoot that long 40-foot jumper. It goes in, it doesn't go in, but whatever the case. But he has to have the ball in his hand. Murray, who is a good point guard. He's a very good point guard. That can
score.
He can either play 1 or 2. He's that quintessential combo guard that everybody looks for. He can shoot.
And he's tall too.
6'4". He can guard 3 positions.
Extremely long arms.
He's a good defensive player. Not great. I'm not gonna say he's a great defensive player, but he's a good defensive player. Team defense he can play. The problem is Atlanta doesn't play defense because Trae doesn't play defense. Come on, DiVincenzo. Oh, you gotta hit that. Gotta hit that. Oh, good tip. Anyway, you gotta
but I think him going back to San Antonio, that would be great with Wembyama, whatever. What is it, Wembyama? Wemby. Yeah, him going back there, that'd be a great addition. Maybe going to the Heat.
Oh, okay.
Or even Golden State. I mean, that might be a good move.
Well, if you go to State, who are you giving up though? Are you giving up Kuminga? You got to give up. You're gonna have to give up.
Yeah. I think you might have to give up Kuminga.
You give up Kuminga.
I don't think Curry's gonna play Kuminga right anyway. And I think Murray, he'll play well with Steph because Steph doesn't need the ball as much. Because pretty much Draymond is the ball distributor there. So I think he can play with Steph.
So now, see, that brings another issue. You put Murray out there and let him distribute the ball. What's the use of Draymond? Because he's not a great defensive player anymore. He doesn't move like he used to. He doesn't rebound like he used to.
Draymond
6 rebounds a game, man. I'm paying $25 million.
Yeah, he's washed. I don't even know why they gave him that big contract. That was based on
3 more years for this one.
Yeah.
So I'm paying $25 million for 6 rebounds and 6 points a game. Come on, man.
They were thanking him for the championships, but he definitely doesn't deserve anything like that.
So you're gonna take the ball, like I said, you take the ball out of his hand, then what Draymond gonna do? As much as I would love for him to come to the Knicks, he would pretty much have a similar situation with Trae because Brunson has to have the ball, and I'm not taking it out of his hands.
I think KLAY would work well with the Knicks.
I would love KLAY in the Knicks.
I think KLAY would work, but who could the Knicks give up?
I've been playing with the oh, come on, hit that. I've been playing with the trade the little trade things or whatever program websites to try to make a trade work. I can't make a trade work, man, without giving up somebody of value that I don't want to get rid of. So,
Obi or DiVincenzo.
I'm not giving up DiVincenzo, man.
Yeah, I like both of them.
He is balling. Grimes can go. Oh, come on, y'all. Come on. Anyway, Grimes can
Fournier,
go.
What was the
Fournier can go. I mean, I feel bad for Fournier because the brother has been on the team for 2 years and can't even get on the court. But you won't release
and he can shoot. Yeah.
And he can shoot, man. And that's the thing that we need. We need shooters out here. He can shoot.
I can't understand
it. The best defensive player.
But who is at this point in time? Everybody, these teams are giving up 150 points.
Yeah, you got these folks out here scoring 70 points a game,
60,
and nobody's playing defense.
Nobody.
All right, come on, defense. All right, looks like
we may be able to pull this
game
out. Get back to the show.
We may be able to pull this game out. It's 14.7 seconds left. We got a 5-point lead. Oh, we got 5 points. Yeah.
Who, the Knicks?
5-point lead.
Yeah.
Brunson just got fouled. He's on the line. Brunson scored over 30 again tonight. The brother is balling. Well deserving of his All-Star appearance. He should have been an All-Star starter. Winning. He should have been an All-Star starter over Damian Lillard, but I'm gonna let that go. He there. But anyway.
Of course, the Celtics is losing to the Lakers with no stars. You know, that's par for the course.
That's bad. At home.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're not gonna get up for a game now.
That's just crazy. Brunson has 39 points, but try to get 40.
Boston's not gonna get up for no. They they're sleep. They never get up for games like this.
Brunson has 40. All right, so the second. Now here's the other one. The last one we're gonna talk about because he's one of two guys. They're one of the top names that are out there, and both of them pretty much have the same name, Bogdanovich. The one from the Hawks and the one from the Pistons.
Oh yeah, I like both of them. both of the bitches.
So
Vic.
Both of them.
Atlanta.
What you call them?
Atlanta.
The bitches.
Oh, the bitches.
Yeah, I mean, you got Boyan.
No, they play for the Lakers. The other ones you said.
you have Bogdan, who's in Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a 2-3 great shooter.
Both of their games are kind of similar.
Both of the games are similar. Boyan is just a little bit older. The one for the Pistons is just a little bit older. I think he's 34, and Bogdan in Atlanta, he's 31. But other than that, they're pretty much the same height. The games are real similar. Both of them can shoot the lights out. Most teams would love to have them. But the problem is for the Pistons are going nowhere. So you have this asset that's sitting there that's not part of your team timeline. Because like I said, he's 34. How many more years you think? Like I said, dudes, Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated. He scored 22 points for a 5-win Piston team. How many points will he score on the actual contending team? So if you're the Pistons, in my opinion, you have to trade your Bogdanovich. You have to and get whatever assets you can. For Atlanta, I don't know if I'm trading him if I'm Atlanta because he's a great player.
I think if they get rid of if they get rid of Murray, then they could keep him because he'll fit. You know, he could slide right into that 2 spot.
All right, my next one 109-105.
Moving along.
Pulled it off.
Boo.
But if I'm the Knicks, matter of fact, since I'm talking about them,
and
I'm trading Grimes and I'm trading Fournier, and I'm going to get the either one of the Bogdanoviches. I'll take either one of them because both of them will put us
either one of them.
the Pistons Bogdanovich can play the 4 also, which is a plus. You know, he can be your 4 at stretch 4.
See, that's the good thing about those foreign players. They're all around players. You know, they could do multiple things, and plus they're mostly all, you know, good shooters as well.
Hey, speaking of that, did you guys see that little statement Wemby said the other day that the Frenchies are coming? The Frenchies are coming, basically. That there's gonna be a lot more French players coming. And I've always said that's what Silver's doing. He's making this Euro ball. The NBA is not going to be the same as we know it. And part of the reason why is I think it's kind of like baseball. They're bringing in all these Europeans, to me, to dilute the market that most of these, we know the predominantly black players are making these extreme salaries to level out the playing field. Because you got a bunch of bums over here making too much money. So you might as well bring some talent from Europe and other countries that actually have skill, like you're saying, dudes and Rodney, that's more deserving of these NBA salaries. That's
and then you have to look at the expansion part. You know, if you have plans to expand over there, you know, in the future, because you know the NBA is about more money, which they want to do. Yeah.
Now, so my thing with
the sponsorship.
My thing with the foreign players is that you're bringing over players that they have this talent, but they play more of a team game. So when you rely on players like that, like Luka, like the Bogdanovich boys, when you rely on players like those that are fundamentally sound, the thought is someone had to rub off on these other players and they'll start playing basketball like they do in the college game. Exactly. I don't know what it is about getting that money, but once they get these contracts in the NBA, they just all change.
Everybody want to chase video vixens, party with little baby.
League is
So
they're all bums. The
party with the what's his name? The porn stars. Can we say that? I don't think we say that. No.
So here's my transition. Speaking of bums, y'all know how much I hate LeBron James.
Monty gonna kill you for this.
Y'all know how much I hate LeBron James. But I will have to admit that LeBron is a great player.
Shout out to Shells. What's up, cuz?
But the question is, as great as he is he still worth having on your team? D-Dub, are you putting him on the Celtics?
Now that's interesting.
What?
That's not right now. I'm not messing up with nothing the Celtics have going on. So we definitely
not right now. It can't be even later because he's too old. What you mean not right now?
But like now, if we talk about my team, which isn't the Celtics right now,
because we're talking about our Celtics, dudes. We are talking about our.
It would be conditional. If LeBron is willing to be a utility player, because see, one thing about a great player like LeBron has he has all around talent. You know, he could rebound, he could pass, but he wants to dominate the ball. He's at an age where he can't dominate the ball and dominate the league anymore. So he has to come off the ball. LeBron can still slash, he can still rebound. So if he's willing to do those other things, and you know, let the young players handle that. I think we talked about it off air. We talking about Michael Jordan, the Wizards, and that's the reason why the Wizards weren't successful, because you know they held all the young players back and force fed the ball to Michael Jordan, who was no longer able, you know, he was able to score.
He wasn't
just like LeBron. He's going to get his numbers.
I think they were in awe. I think they were in awe. They were playing with Mike.
No, you haven't heard the people coming out saying that they didn't want to play with Jordan. All of them hated all his teammates. They wished that never happened.
He's taken away from their chance to develop.
But
he needs the ball.
No, his attitude. But you know, you saw that on the Last Dance. But yeah, but the whole thing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too. Washington Wizards. They didn't want to play with him. And like Jerry Stackhouse said, sometimes you should never meet your hero or play with your hero. And he wished he never had. But so if LeBron was to go on the team and you know accept a different role, he's still going to get his 15 points, maybe 8 assists, you know, 10 rebounds. But you know, let somebody else handle the ball. You know, let a point guard that's been handling the ball his whole life, let them handle the ball instead of sticking them in the corner and telling them to make threes, and they can't shoot threes. say, you're a 3-point shooter today, and I never shot a 3 before. So we're not going to make the Ben Simmons. We're not going to make him a 3-point shooter. We're going to give him the ball and, let them guys do what they do. So it's conditional. If he's willing to go in there and be the utility player, like I said, he's still going to get 20 points from time to time. He's still going to get his assists and rebounds, but not as much. Then I would take him. But not for the Celtics, though. No, we don't need him.
Dante, you got a team.
Send him to the Knicks.
So, Rodney,
you got a team. You bringing him to your team?
Rodney, I'm going to do this quick. We have a score. I know I may have a delay. This kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about LeBron, where I think he should go. Like dude said, first of all, we're not going to send him to Boston because he needs control. He's going to take everything. The team where LeBron can take over everything, control the ball, demand, but make everybody better, are the Brooklyn Nets. Think about that. That's a talented team. And I don't think those players that are there, they're not as young as like dudes was talking about with Washington when Mike came. This is a whole different era. We all know wherever LeBron goes, teams start winning. So that's LeBron being with on the Nets squad. That's going to increase their wins by 25%, period. And so you're looking at the second half of the season, what 42 games. So that's what 10, 12 games right there. They're going to win. Guaranteed with LeBron. That's where it makes the most sense. Yes, LeBron is great, but is he worth the steal? Yes. For a team that's still a contender and a team that he can basically dominate and control and coach. That's the key thing. Because LeBron's basically a coach and a player. We all know this. And the Nets are the perfect team for that. But will the Nets head coach, being a point guard, kind of settle back, bring and kind of welcome LeBron? I don't think LeBron would push out a veteran like the coach that's with the Nets like he would with Darvin Ham. Who has more respect? Darvin Ham or the coach of the Nets?
Here's my response to the question. Hell no, he ain't worth it. LeBron James.
Whenever the team loses, it's the team's fault. It's everybody else's fault.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. Look,
right.
The attitude
you're
that
missing
LeBron
your
has
question,
right now.
though. He's worth something to somebody.
Is he worth the trouble?
Trash, another man's treasure.
Is he worth the trouble? No. Again, I'm talking about my team. If I had a team, would I want LeBron James on my team? And that
so you wouldn't take him on the Knicks?
You know, he damn well. Dude, he know he would take LeBron in the heart.
He had a chance to come to my Knicks,
play for the Knicks,
and he decided he wanted to take his talent to South Beach.
So greet LeBron at the
Rodney would move to New York,
bro. He had the chance to come to the Garden, and he decided to take his talent to South Beach. So deuces to you. Enjoy your life. He will never be.
I would rather go to Miami than New York myself.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey, but no, seriously. And the reason why I say he's not worth it is because what Dude said, he still has to have the ball in his hand, which to me, it's
he's not fast enough to play point guard anymore. Yeah,
exactly. It's that. Look at the Lakers. Look at the Lakers right now. The Lakers have D'Angelo Russell, who's averaging 28 points a game.
We're not going to go back to talking about the Lakers anymore. We're not going to revisit that, right?
What I'm saying
the question is
I'm giving you the reasons. I'm giving you the reasons. And I'm saying, look at what the Lakers are not depleted talent. They actually have talent on their team.
They got talent, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have talent on their team. And they got one of the top 5 players in the league in Anthony Davis.
But he's dominating the ball.
So exactly. LeBron is holding the ball.
I think Rodney's trying to get us to what Rodney's trying to get us to do is agree with him that LeBron is done. He shouldn't be on anybody else's team. He shouldn't do the Michael Jordan.
No.
Washington.
I'm not saying he's done. I'm not saying he's done. What I'm saying is the value that
makes so worse.
The value that he brings
worse
to
than
your
done.
team,
I don't get it. If he's not done, that means he's not worth it.
Listen,
you're contradicting yourself, Rodney.
No, what I'm saying is the value that he brings to your team is not enough to cover up all of the bad things that he brings to your team. Like I said, the other if you have a team,
he's gonna bring in
for instance, you said you put him on any team, he's gonna increase the win total by 25%. Okay. You put them on the Pistons. You got a team that just runs around. You know, that's how they score their points. They don't. So now you got LeBron James on the Pistons. Now you have LeBron James on the Pistons. Now you're asking all those other 4 players to stand in the corners and wait for LeBron to give you the ball and shoot the ball, which that's not their thing.
And then LeBron body language kills the whole team.
Exactly.
Then body language,
those guys shouldn't be standing around. Those guys should not be standing around waiting for LeBron. Those guys should be cutting to the basket. Y'all forget, like I said, LeBron is still a great distributor. So again, I have a problem with the question: is he worth it? I mean, Rodney's saying that he's not done, and that's is he worth it? So if he's not done, yeah, there's still worth and value in LeBron somewhere. We just got to figure out the where. And like you said, Rodney, what team?
Again, the question was,
we're going back to that. Is he worth it? Yeah,
that's the question.
Right. Like you said,
he's worth having on the team. You said he's worth having on the team, right?
Yeah.
He's worth having on the team.
If he's still on the floor,
is not in contention. That's where he's worth. Because if you put him on a contender, if you put him on a contender, your team is no longer a contender.
What's your question?
Is he worth it?
No, Rodney. Your question is LeBron is great, but is he worth it still? We didn't say which team he would determine whether he was
I'm telling you why I feel he's not.
We talked about that earlier during the trade. Where would you trade LeBron to? So his question earlier.
Why I feel that he's not. But again, let's go down the list. You put him on the Celtics. You won't put him on the Celtics, will you?
We got that right.
No,
we understand that you said he's
I'm
not
going down the list.
So like you said,
you're not going to put him on the Celtics.
It's not worth trading.
You're not going to put him on. Well,
we're going.
He might actually work. He might actually work on Philly. He may actually work on Philly.
I think he would.
Philly doesn't really have a. They have Maxey, who's more of a 2 guard.
Maxey can be like kind of like Kyrie was.
Yeah, he's more of a Kyrie Irving.
Maxey played. He played good with Harden last year. Yeah,
he might work on Philly. But I think Philly's really the only contending team that I think he would definitely work on. Let me go down the standings. Boston, no. Milwaukee, no.
So that's the
Knicks, no.
So what we're focusing on, you're trying to say, what contending team would it be worth for LeBron to go to? That's how you should have worded that. Because like I said, this goes back to whether or not he should be traded. Obviously, if he's going to be traded, he has some worth. So again, we're trying to pick out where LeBron should go, which is going back to where he should be traded. So, but the point to your question right there, yes, LeBron still has worth.
Well, on the proposed trade, y'all said no. You wasn't trading the 2 firsts and the 2 players for him.
No.
That's because that's because those guys don't fit.
And that was with the Lakers and Golden State, right? Yeah, that was between
that
2
wouldn't
teams.
work.
That was Golden State and the Lakers. That was the original trade question. And then we start, fantasizing where he could potentially be a good fit in that net.
I think he'd be good with the Knicks.
He still has work.
No, he wouldn't be good with the Knicks. He wouldn't be good with the Knicks.
Actually, no. To the Knicks.
I do too.
So, all right, let's be serious.
Let's get away from Rodney's Knicks, man. He just hates LeBron, man. I don't know why we.
No. I do hate LeBron. That I agree.
He hate him because he didn't come to New York when he went to Miami.
He should have been a Knick.
Yeah,
he chose
a whole
not
lot
to.
of airtime right now. This been 12 minutes talking about LeBron.
Yeah, because he on my list, bro.
Well, ESPN talk about him every day, so that's why we ain't supposed to talk about him.
Had he gone to the Knicks, he wouldn't be on the list. So,
anyway,
what else we got?
That being said, you know what? What we're gonna do is we said there's gonna be a all NBA, but I gotta ask Dante this quick question.
What's that?
That was the one I was about to ask you, bro. You put it up there.
I know. I didn't want to ruin it for everybody.
No, put it back up there. So the last coaching position got filled today, and that was with Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator from Dallas Cowboys, going to the Washington Commanders to be their head coach. Seattle chose the defensive coordinator from the Ravens, and the young dude's name is escaping me right now. Let me tell you what his name is.
Right. I tell you that every
Look,
day.
man.
I got to realize, right? It's his early stages of Alzheimer's. He forgets to
exactly.
So, but he'll text.
So y'all forgive me. But Seattle, they signed the youngest quarterback, the youngest head coach in the league, and McDonald. That's his name, Mike McDonald. He was a defensive coordinator coming over from the Ravens.
Why does that ring a bell?
I don't know.
Mike McDonald.
36 years old, the youngest head coach in the NFL right now.
That name is so ambiguous.
You said what now?
How old is he?
I said he's 36. He's the youngest head coach in the league right now. The funny thing is, Seattle's going from the oldest coach in the league.
Dude, he got kids that age.
To the youngest coach in Mike McDonald.
They're definitely rebuilding in Seattle.
So let's go down.
Let's say Michael McDonald that was with the Doobie Brothers.
Dude, you got kids that old.
And Michael McDonald with the Doobie Brothers.
Is he black?
That's what we're talking about.
Who's from St. Louis, by the way?
You said you had Mike
McDonald. Mike McDonald.
Going back, wait a minute, Rod. Hold on. Seattle coach.
McDonald's.
I don't know. Where did he come from again? He
Baltimore.
came from Baltimore.
He was a defensive coordinator for Baltimore.
What was his position with Baltimore again? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
He was a defensive coordinator for Baltimore.
Okay. That's a brother?
No, he's not a brother.
Was he a brother? What's his last name?
He's not
McDonald?
McDonald.
Oh, okay. You did say Mac. Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
I thought you said Donald. Oh, okay. Yeah, white McDonald. Okay, go ahead. Keep going with your question. I know where you're going with this.
So you had Washington with Quinn, Seattle with McDonald, Atlanta with Raheem Morris. You got who else got a head coach? Antonio Pierce stayed the head coach in Las Vegas. Oh, okay.
We'll keep him there. He's in the green room, getting him set up.
Keep him with it. You got
point.
I'm trying to get the head coaches. Who else head coach? Let me go back. Who else got the new head coach? Oh, New England with Gerard Mayo. You have went to the Titans. Tennessee got who's the Tennessee coach? Oh, the offensive coordinator from Cincinnati Bengals. What's his name?
Still Dorian's boy.
Canellis and
while Rodney's thinking about all these coaches, you don't take notes. I tell him every time, Rodney.
And man, y'all supposed to have the notes.
Get out your pencil.
Y'all supposed to have the notes.
We got a special guest coming on. You brought up the subject. We're answering your question. You got the facts, but I got some questions on that. But maybe we got a guest coming on from the Boogie himself. He might have the answer to that question.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here, y'all. From the Boogie himself, I got Mr.
Maurice Horton.
One of our 32
Rece.
Representing the Cardinals. What it do?
What's up, gentlemen?
I ain't got the sound effects going on tonight.
Rece is in the house.
Welcome to From the Boogie, as you know, blame it on the Boogie. So anything you say is totally welcome here.
Well, I was gonna say, what's
up, bro?
What's up? I'm thankful y'all got me on here, man. I love to hear y'all just chop it and bounce it off each other, man. I didn't know y'all was this dope. I saw the link, and then it was just, I was just, this is what's up. I didn't know y'all was doing it to this degree, but I'm one of your subscribers, but I love this show, man. Thanks for having me on. Word.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Man. For those who don't know, Maurice Horton, one of our longtime friends, from the Boogie, from the crib.
East St. Louis.
Uh-oh. Get him on here,
Hold on, we gotta get back in.
He's having a connection.
Technical difficulties, please stand
yeah,
by.
we interact. Like you said, we want y'all to subscribe, hit the link, like us and everything.
Yeah, join us, man. Come holler at your boys.
Join the festivities. Come on here and help Rodney out figure out what's going on. So back to your question while we get Rece back on in a second. So of all those hires,
who is the best coaching hire, Dante?
The best coaching hire. So again, how you worded this, Rodney? You just said coaching hire. You didn't say head coach. You didn't say OC. You didn't say DC. Ambiguous again.
Take it whatever direction you want to go, bro.
Oh, first of all, another one, Rodney. All right. First of all, another one to throw out there you forgot to mention. The Steelers hired Arthur Smith as their new offensive coordinator. You know, they poached him from Atlanta. So
well, hold on.
And all that.
Breaking news. Your Las Vegas Raiders are hiring what's my man? The coach used to be your coach from Arizona. Used to be at Arizona. What's the head coach of Arizona, man? You know what I'm talking about?
Arizona Cardinals?
The Arizona Cardinals.
Which Arizona? University of Arizona? Who?
No, the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh, they hired Cliff Kingsbury? Oh, they got him?
They're hiring as their OC. Kingsbury is coming back to the NFL as their OC.
Yeah, he's been interviewing. He was going. I saw him on the interview.
That's another hire for you. So go ahead. Go ahead. Whatever coach you want to talk about, go ahead. Who's the best one?
Oh, I forgot. I want to mention. Oh, I just said that about Arthur Smith. So the best coaching hire. I'm gonna go out on a limb because I really didn't really like. I'm gonna keep it simple. I was saying this 4 months ago, dudes, 5 months ago. The best coaching hire of this year was my guy, former 49er coach, Jim Harbaugh, taking the job that I said that he should have took, that he was going to take once he left Michigan, going to the LA Chargers. That was the best coaching hire during this cycle of the year. Now, to that point, the other issue I do have, Rob, with some of those coaches you just mentioned, again, the Good Old Boys Network, we're seeing a whole lot of retreads going to a whole lot of places, even though they pacified us with a few brothers, a few sprinkle brothers here and there. But that was the best coaching hire. All right, we got Rece back. Rece, the question that you missed, we on NFL. What was the best coaching hire so far? We'll say head coaching hire to you so far this year.
Antonio Pierce.
The brother. Yes, right.
I liked him when he did TV. I liked him as a player. He was solid on all ends, and he's solid as a coach. So the Antonio Pierce hire was my favorite. That was the best for mine.
See, that was the direction I was going to go. Also, I like the Pierce hiring mainly because the Raiders actually did it right. They listened to the players. The players they performed for Pierce all the games that he was there, and that's who they wanted to be their coach. And they're headed in the right direction. The one thing that they do need a better quarterback. Aiden, what's Aiden's last name? Whatever Aiden's last name is, that came from Purdue. He sucked. But he was a rookie. I mean, I ain't gonna say he sucked. He was, he had a hard learning curve being the rookie. But if they get a better quarterback, the Raiders are actually going to give KC and your boy down there in the Charger land some issues because they have a pretty good defense. They have some a young stable of running backs, young receivers, with a dynamic coach who's going to build an even better coaching staff. Because remember, the coaching staff that he had is not who he hired. He inherited a whole coaching staff. So they're going to have different coaching staff, like we just mentioned. Kingsbury might be the OC there. Yeah, so the Raiders are going to be the Raiders going to be they're going to be difficult for anybody to beat next year. And I'm with you. That's who I was going with Pierce.
And I was going with the same guy. To the point Dante was making. I mean, it's good of course, to see a black head coach, you know, that's
of course
the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
But it's great that we don't, like Dante said, we don't have these retreads, the same guys that, you know, keep getting jobs or whatever that are not performing well. But since they're in the good old boy system, you know, they keep getting other opportunities. So it's great to see, you know, get that infusion of new blood in there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Antonio Pierce.
Now, speaking of brothers, you got Gerard Mayo in New England, he's going to have the most difficult time because he's following a quote unquote legend. I ain't gonna have to say quote unquote. The man is a legend. In Bill Belichick. So he's following a legend in Bill Belichick. So he's going to have the most difficult time. Plus, he does it as great as a coach Bill was. Bill was a horrible GM. He left that team is they don't have a whole lot of talent anywhere. You can't look at any position on the Patriots and say, oh, yeah, they stacked right there. Quarterbacks suck. The running backs suck. They don't have any receivers. Mayo, he probably has the worst situation of all the coaches.
Yeah. Probably somewhat, to me, he's kind of like the guy until they get somebody, probably. Until they get
and that's the part that you hate. You don't want the brother to be the
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
The person that builds up the organization. And then he's out the door. Yeah.
I like all you guys. I like the AP. You know, we talked about that right in episodes back. You know, AP pulls up in his 6'4" Impala. But here's an interesting tidbit. You know, I like to bet on black. We talk about that, especially with our coaches and everything else. So you got a quandary here. Mike Tomlin, black coach, he needs a quarterback. You got the Raiders, like we just talked about. They need a quarterback. And you got Mayo in New England. Believe it or not, they need a quarterback. So to you three gentlemen, who to you guys are the top free agent quarterbacks out there that can fill in the gap for either of these teams? And you only get one candidate and one team. So you got three teams right there. With black coaches that need a quarterback, who do you want as quarterback?
Can we include free agents also? Oh, gotta be free agent, huh? Gotta be free agent, huh?
Oh, excuse me. We got to add the Falcons in there. They got a black quarterback too, or a black head coach, and the Falcons. So 4 of us, 4 teams need a quarterback, and the Falcons. 4 black coaches need a quarterback. Who you taking out the free agent market? Who you taking with your draft pick? We'll start with you, Rodney. We give our guest, my boy Rece, time to think about that. Since you went with the Raiders, think about who you bringing
in. You gotta add trades to that also, bro. You gotta add trades to that also.
Keep it simple. Just keep it simple.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Because
that's why I said of the free agent quarterbacks, first and foremost, that you can pick from.
All right,
because ain't nobody trading for a quarterback because most of the quarterbacks are garbage, right? You only have a few select quarterbacks in free agency that you'll pick from, or like New England and I think Atlanta. No, New England's definitely getting a draft pick. So the other 3 are going to be low downer. So New England's first, they get first pickings.
All right.
Are they going to draft or are they going to take one of the top free agents? And I'm going to give you mine, just the top free agent quarterback for me to take out there for any of these teams. And I'm going to start with my favorite black coach, Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh, who I would definitely have no problem going, but they're going to want to keep him somewhere. And that's Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield will be the top free agent quarterback. But you know Tampa wants to keep him because they're in the softest, weakest division. So Baker finna get that bag. So that's my pick. I got Baker to Tomlin.
All right.
Well, so you're talking about trades, Rodney, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, of free agents, we don't know. He gonna get that bag because somebody gonna pay Baker.
Yeah, he gonna get some cash.
All right. So I'm gonna go down to it. I'm gonna go down to Atlanta. All right.
That's interesting.
Atlanta.
I'm gonna eat the pork chop.
They pick what, 9th?
Yeah, they got trade.
Atlanta draft pick
because of their trade.
Atlanta picks 8th. Nope, that's what they were. Hold on, Atlanta pick 2024. So, yeah, they're gonna have the 8th pick in the 24 NFL draft. So at 8, they're probably not gonna have one of the top quarterbacks, but I'm gonna make them have a top quarterback because they're gonna have to trade up to number 1 with Chicago so they can get that pick because the Commanders not trading and the New England's not trading. So either you're gonna trade up and get one of the best, or you're gonna trade back and get one of the second-tier quarterbacks. And if I'm Atlanta, I'm going all in because I want Raheem Morris to win. I'm trading for number 1. I'm giving my first round and second round this year, my first and third next year. And I'm going up and I'm getting my boy Williams from USC. Everybody else going, Rece. Who you got? Who you going with?
What you got, Rece?
Check it out, man. Why? I don't want to flip script, but why can't we just stick with the young kid in Oakland? He second year. I know. Just ask him to do the Trent deal for the first year Roethlisberger. I mean, why we don't do this no more? Why it's a quarterback? It's already we just mass producing quarterbacks. But so I hate that. But yeah, Baker is gonna get a bag. I just you know what I'm saying. I get that Baker gonna get a bag. He earned it. But I just and I'm a Justin Fields guy too. Is he a free agent? Is this his year or he already got low cash?
Justin is going to that's what we've been fighting for about the last 3 episodes. In my opinion,
I like him.
The Bears need to trade him because they got the number 1 pick. And the reason they need to trade him because you're going to have to pay Justin Fields. You don't have to pay the rookie when he comes in. So you're going to have extra money to spend, and you can get you already got they got a number 9 pick, and you can also get more draft capital with Justin Fields. So I'm trading Justin. I'm going to draft a quarterback. I'm going to come back and draft me a receiver at number 9, and I'm going to start it all over.
Okay.
The rest of the fellas, they don't want to do that. They want to go ahead and trade the number 1 pick and keep Justin Fields. Either way works.
Me too.
Either way works. And what I was going to tell Dante, if he'd have let me put the trade in there, I'm the perfect place for Justin Fields to go would be Atlanta. He's from Atlanta.
Okay.
Which is, it could be a good thing for him. He can get a little bit more comfort in Atlanta. And you got the coaching staff that wants to play the way that will best utilize his skills. They want him to run. They want him to hand the ball off. They got the weapons down there. He doesn't have to worry about not having a good offensive line. Atlanta would be the best place for Justin Fields.
Okay.
Where you at, Dante?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dante on the phone. But I was looking for your.
No, that's it, sir. That's a great point, right? Like we put that in perspective and what's going on with the recent hires. Because when we were talking about those, your trade proposal to Atlanta and everything, none of these coaches were fired and hired then. Now you see a new shift in dynamic and leadership. And what we always talk about is the systems. That's what fails a lot of these quarterbacks, especially black quarterbacks. They get drafted to teams that try to put them into a system that they never ran, or that's what they don't do. Justin Fields can obviously run and pass, but all these guys, especially the black quarterbacks that can run, they all go to teams. We saw that with Lamar. Just this past AFC Championship. He tried to sit back and be a pocket quarterback, and look where that got him. Baltimore led the league in rushing, and they didn't run the ball. Lamar is dangerous when he takes off and run the ball. But to prove that he can stand back and throw that beautiful dime like he did on that first touchdown to Zay, he's standing back in the pocket. He doesn't have enough weapons to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They had just got lucky and got Andrews back in the game, or else he'd have been throwing to Zay all day. They'd have been double teaming Zay. It'd have been a whole different story. That was the difference in the game. But that, again, it's my point. Cam Newton, everybody else, they always get drafted by teams that try to change what they do best. We talked about this with Mariota, who was at Oregon, who ran the ball. When he got drafted by Tennessee, destroyed. He went to Atlanta, destroyed. They want all these guys to be pocket quarterbacks. The times have changed. So that's the problem with that. With Atlanta, everybody else. The black quarterbacks are on the rise. Where it used to be, we were even having this discussion about getting a black quarterback to even start a team. And now that's the whole thing. Which black quarterback going where and who fits with what? But it's all about the systems and these new OCs that they keep recycling and keep retreading around that still end up destroying quarterbacks, whether black or white, because they're stuck in their mind what they ran somewhere else. That's always the problem, is the system. Look at Bryce Young. They drafted him, traded away his weapons, nobody to throw to, a weak line. In a couple of years, we're going to be talking about Bryce Young like we talked about Sam Darnold and some of these other kids that were drafted to do a particular thing to a team that didn't have the weapons or whatever they needed. Look at Tennessee. They have nothing there. But yet they got a new coach. They traded, got rid of people, this and that. I would never want to take the Tennessee job. So that's the problem with these quarterbacks stuff. If you're going to draft Justin Fields, Atlanta, you better let him run. So I have a problem with their trade, but wherever Justin Fields goes or any athletic quarterback, that team better let him run. And that's what happened to my guy from Clemson. That's right, Fabio. You know what I'm talking about. Fabio, man. Yes, sir. We saw what that guy could. That man looks like he should be in the Olympics running 100 yards. We know what he can do. But yet he got there and they made him, oh, we want you to stay in the pocket. Justin Herbert can run from Oregon. They all got loose. Oh, we want you to stay in the pocket. Nah. Steve Young set the standard, especially for white boys that can get loose. But they never liked it when Steve did. That's what's going on. Let these boys do what they do. Caleb Williams. We know Caleb's a pocket quarterback, but he can run. Justin Fields was at Ohio State. He was a pocket quarterback, but he can run. Hell, our guy at Michigan that just won the national championship, white boy, he can run. But you best believe when he gets to one of these garbage-ass teams that's going to be drafted low, they got just hired some retread-ass old offensive coordinator or something that's going to want to bring him in. Oh, no, we need you to stand back there and look for your open guy. Well, you only got one receiver on this garbage-ass team like a Tennessee or somebody else like we're talking about picking low. So that's what my opinion on that, bro. But I like what y'all saying. I like what Rece said about the Raiders standing pat. You never know what you got because you don't give these guys a chance to get on the field. You ready for the next big thing. So stand pat. The Raiders had their quarterback last year, and they let him go. The guy that came in for Garoppolo. So to Rece's point, he said about Aiden O'Connell. That's his name, Aiden O'Connell. Yeah. So I got to apologize to Mr. Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell, oh, that guy, yeah. Because I said he was horrible. Aiden O'Connell finished the season 5-5. No, it's not. He had 2,200 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. So in 11 games, he played in 11 games. He took over. In 11 games, he had almost as many yards. Remember, I did the quarterback comparison. You remember that episode, right? And I put up the quarterback comparison. So in just 10 games, he caught up with a bunch of other starters. And remember that guy from Minnesota, the quarterback of Minnesota, got Kirk Cousins. Remember, he was on par for an MVP season. He already had damn near 2,000 yards before he got hurt. Halfway through the season. So it's a lot of guys out there that are still good. The problem is these teams need to quit drafting these guesses and these garbage and these great white hypes. Sam Darnold was unfortunately out back in San Francisco. I understand, I understand you don't want to try to see what you have in O'Connell. That's cool. But the Raiders have the number 7 pick, which is above Atlanta. How would you feel to have Fields in Vegas?
With Antonio? With Cliff? With Cliff, who just coached Kyler, been coaching Kyler? That'll be dope. Dope.
Even though Queensberry is a
Queensberry produced? He's a retread, but the man knows offense, and he produces Heisman Trophy winners.
Mm-hmm. So you put Fields out there.
That's
again, no disrespect to O'Connell, because I got to apologize to the brother because he had a pretty good season last year. But Kingsbury likes that mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
That's why he got rid of the quarterback that they had to get Kyler Murray. Drafting him the year before. And Kyler Murray, man, he made Kyler Murray into $180 million guaranteed player. So if you put Justin Fields with him, again, as much as I've been talking about Justin Fields, saying he's horrible, and he was horrible in Chicago, but he's not a horrible quarterback.
That rookie year, okay, but you know, I've been seeing some glimpses. Dude, he's a pro, and can be very good to great if he has some stability or somebody behind him. I don't know why they won't just get a lineman, get the top lineman, and keep that rolling. You know, so and get another receiver to go with him and get a top lineman, and we can rock with Justin. You know, but you know.
That would and the reason is it's about the money. Nothing else but the money. Because at the end of the day, you don't know if Williams going to be great. You don't know that. He might be just as he might be the same quarterback as Justin Fields. You don't know that. But the difference is Fields has to get a new contract, and Williams is coming in as a rookie, and you got him locked down for the next 5 years. So that's really the only difference. Really the only difference. We go into our next thing here. We talked about.
I still don't think Taylor Williams is the best quarterback coming out of college either. But that's a whole other story. We talked about this real quick. You know, the Steelers hiring Arthur Smith, getting another. You know,
no. Rece asked you a question.
Oh, I missed that.
You said Caleb Williams is not the best quarterback. He said, "Well, who is?" So, who is the best quarterback coming into the NFL?
For the team, that's where it goes back to my point. It depends on which team is getting number one. And for Caleb Williams, who has the like I said, the Bears. If the Bears were to keep the number one pick, right? Obviously, you're not going to go draft Caleb Williams to replace Justin Fields. So that it starts with the team. Caleb Williams is not the best quarterback for the Bears. They already have. We've seen it, Caleb Williams already. So when I say Caleb Williams isn't the best quarterback, it's based on the team that he's potentially going to go where he's coming out at. That's the thing. To me, Caleb Williams is probably number 3. He's probably the third best quarterback that's coming out there.
Okay.
Nix.
Bo Nix.
Yes.
He can move too.
Yes.
Hold up. You got Caleb Williams behind Bo Nix.
And Penix Jr.
Oh, Mike, that's something else. Yeah, that's something else, right?
Righty. All you have to do is look at the Pac-12 schedule, head-to-head competition, and see who he lost to. He lost
to Washington twice.
He lost to them twice. He lost to Oregon.
He played at Oregon.
You see what I'm saying? No, we're talking about. I'm talking about Caleb Williams.
Oh, you're talking about
and
Caleb
why
Williams
he's not the best quarterback coming out.
No. So what you're trying to do is
he wasn't even the best quarterback in his own conference. I guess is my point.
But again, it depends on what you're looking at.
What you want to
Caleb Williams stats? Caleb Williams stats stood up with any quarterback in the country. His defense let him down. You can't score 45 points and not win a football game. You should, anytime your offense scores 45 points, you should very well win that football game. And USC was.
You can't blame that on the quarterback.
We can say the same thing about Shedeur Sanders. We could say the same thing about Shedeur Sanders in Colorado. The defense. They have a defense.
You can. He had absolutely no defense, which is
not what we're looking at. What did Caleb Williams do in the Pac-12? That's why all these other quarterbacks got where they got. They got some bowl games. I understand that, Rodney. You can't. You playing apples and oranges. Oh, he's this and that. He's great. I understand. He's good, and the defense let him down. Nobody plays defense in the Pac-12, Rodney. Nobody.
So how are you blaming him for his team?
They all shoot out.
But how are you blaming him for his team giving up 50 points a game?
Williams was probably the third best standing in the Pac-12 when it came down to win and losses, which is what matters. The bowl games, which is what matters. And they didn't get there. Washington did. He's just coming off the hype again from last year. I understand that. It's just the hype again. We saw what he could do. He should have, that's what it is. He is not the best quarterback in the draft, to me.
Okay. Again, had you said Jaden Daniels, I'd have been like, cool.
Wait, I'm not going to say what you want me to say. You're trying to you asked me who do I think. I told you. That's your opinion. If you like Jaden, cool. So Jaden, you say if I had said it, that means that you think Jaden McDaniels is better than Caleb Williams.
No, I don't.
If I had said it, you'd have been cool with that, right?
No.
Right?
Because I think he's like I think he's the second best player in the second best quarterback in the country.
But that's your opinion.
Exactly.
In my opinion, I don't think
coming in with Bo Nix,
if I had said this guy or that guy, hell, I think Dudes is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
I just look good.
Dude's got two busted knees and a busted hip. He ain't throwing no.
Hey, my knees are brand new. I got knee replacements.
That makes no sense, right? You asked me who I think.
My knees are 2 years old. Y'all's are old. Y'all's 50.
No, okay, I'm okay. I'm listening to you say that Bo Nix and Michael Penix are better.
I told you who I thought who was the top quarterback that should come out this year. Bo Nix to me. That's my opinion.
So you drafting Bo Nix number one?
Not again. You miss not number. It depends what Chicago does with their pick. Like you talking about, they're going to trade just because I don't think they should trade him. So that's what the thing is. But whoever drafts,
let's ask this question.
To me,
let's ask this question.
Bo Nix is the best quarterback that should be taken.
So the question is, who should be the first? Who is going to be the first quarterback taken off the board? Answer that question.
We don't know because it depends on
the trade, you, man. You answer. We don't know. I'm asking you.
Oh, right.
Rece, we go through this all the
time.
Every week. I'm asking
these two get stuck.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Okay, Bo Nix. And you're going to disagree. No, he's not, because this and that and that and that. You keep asking me who I think. Who do you think, Rodney?
Oh, we know who I think. It's going to be Caleb Williams.
Who is we know?
No, y'all know.
We asked Rodney.
Rece might not know, but y'all know.
Your opinion, like it's all us. That's what you think.
No, what I said was, we, as in the fellas on this link, we know who I say. I say Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in the country.
Okay. So don't disagree with us if we say somebody else, because you keep trying to say, well, no, Caleb Williams, you keep trying to go back to push your Caleb Williams initiative and trade to get Caleb. That's all cool and fine and dandy.
Let's go back, Dante. What I said was,
we know you want Caleb Williams. Dude,
why you chose Bo Nix?
Dude, who do you think would be the top quarterback taken in the draft? The top quarterback. Who do you think be taken off the board first? Who's the first quarterback taken off the board, dude? That's the question.
I think it's gonna be Caleb. He's not my favorite.
Rece,
but,
It may be him. I just hope it's not for Justin, because Justin's bigger and stronger.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I keep saying you got to remove the factor of trading Justin. If you factor that out and just look at quarterbacks where they can fit with any team, is Bo Nix. He can play on any team.
Okay. Okay, I like him.
Hold up.
I like him.
But I don't want to influence your decision, Rece. That's what I'm saying. I know what y'all talking about. But you have to remove if this, if they trade. No. What quarterback can play on any team we're drafted outside of being traded for? That's what you should really ask yourself. Who can play anywhere? Okay, who can play in anybody's system? That's a quarterback.
That's a quarterback.
I don't want somebody
right?
just to come in and stay in the pocket. I don't want somebody to come in and run. I want somebody to come in and can do it all that fits the system that we're going to run. And the best quarterback that can do it all, to me, is Bo Nix.
Okay, Bo Nix. Yeah.
I know this is not, this ain't par for the course.
I got all the stats and numbers, right? All I got to do is look at Pac-12 records.
Y'all got him started. Hey, Dante, since we got Rece here, and Rece is a hooper.
Yeah,
let's go back. I was about to do that, dude.
We got to go back, Rece. We got to take you back. Okay. And when I say go back, I ain't talking about going back to Kendall's house. You know what? You know, some of us could dunk. Rodney still couldn't dunk.
Shut up, man.
We ain't talking about going back there. We going back to the
I got mine in.
Okay.
With the All-Star reserves that were chosen today.
Okay.
Who would you change? Me and Rodney both said that we would bring. Who was that, Rod?
All right, let's go back. Let me.
I would replace Paul George with De'Aaron Fox. That's what it was.
That was your swap, dude.
Hold up, let me get the NBA home. Let me get you so I can give Rece all the reserves in case he missed them. All right, so shoot, this is the freaking Grizzlies trading Adams. I don't want that. I want the all-star reserves. Here we go. So first off, we're gonna start with the starters for the East. The East starters are Giannis. You got Giannis, you got Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Halliburton, and Damian Lillard. Those are starting five for the East. Today, they picked Knicks guard Jalen Brunson, who's the greatest point guard outside of Maurice Horton ever. You got the Sixers guard Tyrese Maxey, the Magic's forwards Paolo Banchero. They're all first-time NBA All-Stars. To go along with them, you got Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, and Bam Adebayo. So of those players,
what would you change?
Who would you change?
Let me see. Let me see. Bam ain't really having the year that he had last year. So,
and the Heat not doing as well.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Bam ain't having that year. The Heat ain't. But you know the Heat. We know now the Heat ain't really got to do well in the regular season. They just got to get in.
Yeah, they just got to get in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I would probably, and I'm still concerned, especially being down this way, with Trae Young not, you know what I'm saying? Is he a part of All-Star Weekend this year? Is Trae Young?
He's not on the team, but he probably playing like one of the skills championship.
He might sneak in because Randall is hurt. You know, Randall dislocated his shoulder.
But
Randall is hurt.
You know, you out there, 28, 10 helpers, 10 dimes, and you ain't, again, last year was the same thing. I'd probably go Trae Young for Bam, but for whatever reason, they ain't really feeling Trae. Like it seemed like fans, some of the players, he don't seem like a guy that's, you don't really see him on podcasts, you don't really see other players talking to him, or I don't know what's going on with that on that tip, but probably trade for Bam if I was to.
And you'll keep Orlando's Banchero. You keep.
Yeah, I like young boy. I like young boy.
We all agreed on that.
Yeah, I like young boy.
All right. So let's go to the West. And who we said the East doesn't have a whole lot of bigs, but one big that should be in there, either Jared Allen from the Cavs or Dude's guy Porzingis from Boston.
I've been liking him. I like him too, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so then we go to the West. The West starters, you got let me get down to them. Where they at? You got LeBron James, who I don't like. Kevin Durant. You got the Joker.
Right, crazy.
You got DANTE, and you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
He's killing.
Can I make a public apology to him? Can I finally make a public apology? I saw him in spot minutes with the Clippers, and I was kind of oh, okay. I thought he was another Kentucky kid that Cal didn't really utilize well. I just thought he was another one of them. And I saw him with the Clippers, okay. But since he's been out this way, since he's been in Oklahoma, OKC, I ended up seeing a game last December, last January, and I apologize to you, Shay. I'm sorry, my fault. I was wrong.
Oh yeah. I kind of knew he was cooking because when he played with OKC with Chris Paul, and then even with the Clippers, all the veterans were saying, "Man, this guy's, he got it." And I wasn't really saying it, but obviously they were saying it in practice, so they knew what they were talking about.
Indeed.
And he's got it.
So I'm sorry about that, Ryle. I just need to try to publicly apologize to Shay because I missed it. You that dude, Shay. Anyway,
before we go past that, you said some in regards to Coach Cal. You have a lot of young kids that want to go to the big schools, your Kentuckys, your DANTE school, North Carolina. And a lot of them go there, 5-star recruits, thinking, all right, I'm going to the draft. But the problem is when you get five-star freshmen coming to play on one team, everybody can't shine at the same time. So you're not going to be able to get that pub. And with Shay, however you say his name, with Shay, he didn't shine at all at Kentucky. Now you saw the skills a little bit. You saw he was long. You saw he could defend, but you didn't see the scoring touch that he has right now. And like Dude said, when he got to the Clippers, he was a throw-in. They just we won't Paul George take this dude. He's young, take him. And since he's been at OKC, man, this brother has blown up. I saw him play against the Pistons. Man, it was men playing against boys, and he's still young. He was killing them boys.
Indeed.
Killing them. Scoring 30. He scores 30 without paying attention to him.
Barely sweat right here.
You look up, he got 30 points a game.
Like Iceman and KD, that type of just look up, you be like, man, he had 40? Like, what?
Hey, I'm with you, man. I didn't see it at all, but I wish he was on my Knicks. I'll tell you that.
Can I speak to this real quick, gentlemen?
Go ahead.
There's no disrespect, and I know how hard it is. Sometimes the profession, the coaching profession, sometimes we'll get to kind of just talking, and we also, I'm so, armchair quarterback. I'm all that stuff too. But when Rod Strickland left Kentucky, he was, kind of helping put that 5 out there and helping them mesh and how to be you within this, how to coexist effectively. And I think that him leaving Cal, some of the, it's still lingering that, Rod was able to put it all together a little better. No disrespect. I mean, Cal is running the show. It's his ship. But I think Cal probably stronger in some other areas, and that's Rod's strength, no doubt, because Rod done played with Pat Ewing and other Hall of Famers, and he was still Rod everywhere he went. You know what I'm saying? So I think Cal kind of struggles with that since Rod been gone. I'll say it that way. Keeps some etiquette.
Good insight. Really good insight. All right, going back to our West. So the West, again, we got LeBron, we got KD, Joker, Doncic, and SGA. Those are starters. Now here's the West is a little difficult because you got Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, and Anthony Edwards. Who do you think should be in here? Or are you fine with what they selected?
Yeah, I replaced Paul George with De'Aaron Fox. That's what I did. But other than that, everybody else was straight.
Okay.
And I just take out Cat because I don't like Cat.
I just saw Cat the other night against Shay and them, and Cat he back unstoppable. He's a force down there. Hey, well,
Cat putting up numbers.
He don't really have no bigs, but Cat is kind of back. But anyway, I feel that I'm glad you gave me that option of not changing nothing, and I like De'Aaron. I like De'Aaron, dudes, but that's a nice little squad. I'll go to the Olympics with that. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice
it is.
That's a nice heat. Yeah, I'll rock with that right there. I can live with that. Yeah.
So my only like I said,
no, I won't. Because the one thing I stopped looking at when y'all said that, and I'm mad, I'm a Kyrie guy. So whether I know his numbers is a little
me too.
It ain't the normal 50, 40, 90, but to not have your Irv, you know what I'm saying, on the card at all. Nah, so I'll find somebody to get Irv on that. But I do like that heat. And if anybody got to go, you're right, Rob. If Kyrie was coming, then Cat go over there.
He gonna find somebody to kick off the spot for Kyrie.
Oh yeah, Kyrie's my favorite to watch too. You know, the ball handlers. We got to have them ball handlers in them scores.
Yeah, I would do that if I could do anything.
Yeah, I know Kyrie's I like Kyrie myself.
I stick with it. So. But.
Well, again, it's difficult for me to keep off. Hold on. Who you got? Who you replacing?
Go ahead, right? I was going to see how much longer you're going to talk about basketball in the same topic again.
No, we had to get Rece in there because Rece hoop. So we had to.
I know. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. He gonna keep it as it is. We got to find somebody to kick off for Kyrie though.
I was a football player too at one point in time, but you know when we played, fellas, it wasn't all these exotic.
I know you was
passing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Rece, that was our segue, Rece.
You know what I'm saying?
We know you played all the sports.
So, but
that was the segue, Rece.
Oh, all right. But anyway,
we set that up. We were setting that up to get transition from replacement basketball to replacement football because all us fellas in here played all the sports. We know you played football. So speaking of replacements and all-star selections, the NFL Pro Bowl selection, Rodney, anybody that stood out, any replacements that you like? What the hell? And any snubs? What's up with you, brother Rod?
All right, this is my feelings. The NFL has the worst Pro Bowl period.
Oh my god,
that part.
It's just horrible. You got. I'm sorry, but Baker Mayfield had a good season. Baker Mayfield is not a Pro Bowl player, but because
he's a replacement. I got one worse than him, though, Rodney. I got one worse
he's
than
a
him.
replacement player. You know, so to answer the question, truthfully, I don't even know, man. I don't even keep up with the NFL Pro Bowl. Now, what I will say is,
I just like the replacement.
What I will say
I got one
is,
for you, Rodney.
Tonight they had the skills competition, and it was actually pretty cool. That I did like. But as far as the Pro Bowl game, and now they're gonna have a flag football game. I'm like, come on, man.
Nah.
Come on,
yeah, remember when we was kids, man. I remember we used to look forward to the Pro Bowl, boy. The Pro Bowl and the All-Star game. Oh my god!
But now it's like, man,
where used to be like 55,
on Sunday,
48.
I would be nowhere close to the TV watching them on Sunday. So, but what replacements got to you, Dante?
The NFL
going back to your point on the replacements, because we don't care who got selected, because none of the true stars really gonna play the flag football game. I just like looking at the list. But to Rodney's point, so Rodney already said,
yeah, they did.
Was that Rece?
The NFL started load management.
Yep.
They were the first ones to do it. We ain't gonna play in no there. They started this bull. So anyway,
hey, lean in son to your mic, Rece. You fading away. You sound old, like right. Oh, there you go. Oh, damn, a whole new world. Whoa, shit.
Go ahead, Dante.
Barry White. He sound Barry White on the mic when he lean forward. But anyway, Rodney, go to your point as far as replacements. So you said Baker Mayfield, right? Which I said was probably going to be the most sought after free agent. I got an even worse replacement than Baker. And you tell me who's better. Gardner Minshew.
Oh, come on, man.
You don't like
Come on, man. That's what I said. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I know teams got to have a representative. I mean, Indianapolis, you did. You know, you come on, man. So, Rodney, who's better than who? Is Baker Mayfield better than Gardner Minshew?
Man, Baker Mayfield is a Hall of Famer compared to Gardner Minshew.
Right. So that was I looked at the list and I'm like, oh, hell no, not Gardner Minshew. Like, come on, man.
I like his story, though. I like
all basketball. What about you, Rece?
Yeah, you got a good story.
What did you see on the list on Sub?
I like Gardner Minshew grind. I like his story. You know, the must. I like him, man. He fought his way in. He holding it down, and he kind of, hey, we just need you. You know, when one of our guys go down and he does. So I like him. He a kind of old school, gritty kind of cat in the new school kind of thing. So I like him for that. But who was a replacement? Give me a few replacements because I'll let Gardner ride just off. He a gritty guy, and he wants to play in this. You know, he would have played 2 weeks after the Super Bowl. He one of the few guys that would have played. So I gotta shout him out. But give me a few replacements because I didn't really the Pro Bowl. I just kind of shy.
You ain't missing nothing.
You said what?
You ain't alone, bro. You ain't alone. Don't nobody pays
nothing, Rece. That's why I threw it up there. But those two names. That's what stood out to make me even think about the Pro Bowl. I forgot about the Pro Bowl until I saw a ticker that said some of the Pro Bowl selections based on replacements was Baker Mayfield. But Gardner Minshew, I was like, yeah, it was cool. Pac-12, Washington State. But I'm like, does every team have to have a representative? Is that how it works in the NFL too? But who cares?
So Baker won 10 games, though, and he went number one. He fought through some stuff and took a team to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Won a game. So man,
Baker's more deserving. I have no problem with Baker, but Gardner Minshew?
Who are the quarterbacks in the AFC anyway? Dante, who's the quarterbacks in the AFC anyway?
The usual suspects. My quarterback, Buffalo's quarterback. I'm missing one.
Tua on there.
Tua.
Yeah.
So they had some nice representatives, but of course, a bunch of those guys, they got Super Bowls and they
Mahomes not going.
He's not going.
Allen.
Allen's not going.
You had CJ Stroud. He was there.
I'm surprised.
He should.
Now, he's deserving. He's deserving. Yeah, he better go. But that's all I want to put on that. In regards to snubs, there were no snubs. I don't think there's too many players that was that mad that they, didn't get selected to a flag football game.
Yeah. For real.
All right, we're gonna talk about a little bit more for Rece here.
What?
Rece? Let's ask Rece a question about his daughter. I see him training his daughter. Is she ready to go to college? She's in college or she's
good segue. Good segue, dudes. That's why we brought Rece on. Rece was actually a last minute. Me and Rece been hollering for a minute. Last minute, yeah, he wanted to come on. But Rece, we talked back like October, November. We wanted to do a daddy-daughters sports segment. All the hosts in here, all you fellas got daughters and everything. Y'all know Rece got 3 daughters that we know of. Whatever, doing the thing. I mean,
he said 2, man. He said 2.
Don't let Mike hear that. Don't let Mike.
Oh, anyway. Wait, that's the wrong Maurice, y'all. My bad.
Anyway, ride out with my bad.
But that was part of the mission as well to bring Rece on. We was actually going to do that as far as the daddy-daughters conversation. And the whole topic was going to be daddy-daughters with daughters that are athletes. Because we always see guys, the dads we see in men's sports when you have signing days for a particular sport, this and that. But what you never see really televised on TV or this or whatnot are some of the top female athletes in their respective sports as far as their signing days or what they go through, or more importantly, what the parents go through. So with Rece having all daughters and all that play sports, and he's going to share that with us, her in a second or whatever. that's what we were focusing on back, last year, at the end of last year, because everything was going on with our girl, Angel Rece, with that whole situation. And one of the things I talked about with Rece there was that you see this controversy that's going on with her and Flaugier. It was the mothers. And one of the things I started looking up, I'm like, where are the dads at in the situation? And they're not around. You know what I mean? So it's a different dynamic when you have that father figure in there, especially when you have a female daughter athlete. And that was one of the reasons me and Rece chopped it up towards the end of last year, because we thought that would be a great topic. We love to talk about women in sports. So that's one of the reasons Rece is on. Rece, with no further ado, aside the fact that you're going to provide some for us later, but give us the history, with the wife, obviously, and your daughters and their, I guess, their path through sports and how you help guide them through that, Rece, especially coming from East St. Louis, where it was all about sports. There wasn't too much focus on female sports other than perhaps Lincoln's track team. But explain that to us, Rece. The floor is yours, my brother. Give us a little background on what that was like raising 3 athletic daughters, and putting them through college. And congratulations again on the most recent one on her sign.
Appreciate y'all. Well, y'all know, coming from where we from the boogie, you either you either banging the slanging the rock, or you in the gym somewhere, you on the field. So, and the way you compete speaks for you on our blocks. Y'all know that, like. So we had to go hard, and it don't take a lot to really motivate us. Not just because we seeing so much outside that's, kind of, the things that can kind of shorten lifespan or shorten freedom. We seeing those, many things that, unfortunately our city kind of has. But along with, we got that, and that's, I'm gonna put that in the post coming up here soon. We got some terrible terrain, but we got some, terrific things about, home too, that kind of help us be who we are. So anyway, coming from that, I was just kind of driven, to kind of, let this, take me further. And it was part of the lineage and everything. My dad, my uncles, we all played. And so anyway, when my daughters was born, we kind of decided that we would just, we would kind of, this is in them, because my wife played too. My wife was nice too. She was an all-state selection and everything too. So anyway, we kind of went with that, and we started early, just it's pictures of, I started to sing out some pictures and clips and stuff so we can really do this thing. But, we started the push-ups and the running early and all that. And so just training them. And I wanted to train them in a way that, not just like with this kind of this ministry we have called Street Technique. I want to train them to not only be well-conditioned athletes, but highly skilled athletes. So we would, kind of always want them to be advanced and be able to, be in any situation on the court and be able to, make a play that's beneficial for your teammates and yourself. So we would handle, I had to, kind of teach at a young age, kind of, how to shift the body weight, how to set up a move, how to go into a move, how to, just kind of how to come out of, how to come out of a move in a way where the next line of defense, the next level of defense, you have an option, you have a counter ready for that. So we got into it early with that. And like I said, I'll get y'all some clips of just how, where we was at with it when they was young. But again, some dude said earlier, no disrespect, and I don't want to really get into this the wrong way. I'm trying to hold it for a later time when we discuss this, but we kind of ran into some coaches that didn't have the same vision and insight. You know what I'm saying? They kind of, some coaches will put you they like for players to be where they are according to their knowledge of the
system
game.
Players.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to be kind of, respect the profession that we in, you know what I'm saying? So but they were kind of, like you say, systemized and everything, and they understand it. And I had to realize, too, that I'm looking for people to allow my daughter to approach the game from the many advantages when the people coaching they didn't have approach the game with these many advantages. You know what I'm saying? They were more, hey, screen for me, or hey, just instead of splitting the defender, what you do, you pass it, and then you just make sure they was breaking the press that way. And we was, I got this kind of thing as far as my coaching. It's like you take your picture first. You see what's behind you. You always got to know what's here. A good point guard is at least one step ahead.
Oh yeah, he knows who's running on the wings, who's running fast, slow, who's trailing.
Yes. So then when you get 2 steps ahead, you're very good. And then 3 and 4, you can get the great. We always, and this way now, you can kind of use your God-given talents and your skill set to take what the defense isn't giving you. You see what I'm saying? You're making plays in any and every situation. So that's how we kind of went about it. But they kind of hit some bumps in the road, and some love was taken from the game. And I'm at fault.
Let me ask you this question, Rece.
What's up?
Let me ask you this question. With your daughters, obviously, and your wife being so talented and athletic, getting all your daughters, they play multiple sports, correct? How did they decide and choose their final sport? I think your oldest daughter's a coach, right?
Yeah, the oldest daughter's coaching now. Yeah.
So she's coaching now. Your youngest just signed softball. They played basketball. How did they decide that this sport is what I wanted to do? And what was that sounding like? What was that decision when they came to you or your wife, like, Dad, Mom, help me out with this? Which route do I go? And that's what we were really trying to talk about. We don't have much time, but what was that like of making that decision, helping your daughters?
Geechee, honestly, I still think to this day, she just was trying to find herself and be different, be her own person. And I think she chose softball kind of and found that love just for her individuality. And I had to be a supportive dad and rock with her. Okay, this is what you're going to do. At first, I was fighting it or whatever. And I was like, this is what you're going to do? Okay.
He was doing the right.
I'll rock with you. Yeah, I'll go to the field with you. I'll go to the cage with you. And I'll hit with you and I'll do that. And I kind of like to show her that I got your support. And I'm a basketball guy. Like you say, we all played everything, but I think it was her individuality. And then she started having some success when she was, because they all played they both played when they were little, but she started to like get in that lane. And then her sophomore year, she didn't even play basketball. She just kind of got away from it. She came back her junior year. And then this year, she's not playing either. So I had to be the supportive dad. And, like I say, go to the field, backhand, up the middle, all that stuff. And, work with the swing. I had to just kind of get in that lane and show my love to her that way. But she's still a hooper too, though, Geechee. But anyway, and fellas, rod dudes. But anyway, she was kind of looking for her individuality. But my thing, though, Geechee, and gentlemen, and to fathers out there, we probably had a couple of more years left of Nickelodeon and Danny Phantom and Disney, and I kind of chose let's go get the bag. Let's go for it all. And I wish I could get those years back, but just know this: God is redeeming the time, and we're getting some time back together. We just watched a DC movie about a week or so ago before we went home, so that time is coming back. But I wish I would have kind of held off a little bit. But the training has always been there, gentlemen, since they was little. We knew what they was going to do. They knew it. They just hit in the road, and I had to even get more sensitive in my heart because, I didn't want to be the angry black dad that go up in there and, and just kind of, I ain't no helicopter dad, by the way, either. I kind of get out the way. But I wish I would have handled it different. But they some good athletes, good kids, and so they doing some things to try to uplift the daughter. My oldest, she's coaching, and my youngest one trying to get her on, keep on that road to give back and helping the people.
Now, I got a question for you, Rece.
Go ahead.
I got a question. Let me hit him with this. Okay, so you know, I coached AAU in DC. I had a very successful AAU basketball team. So of course, when my son, when he got older, I started coaching him. But since, you know, yeah, but you know how we are, you know, the way we came up. So when it comes to ball, it's kill, 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 you know, aggression. And so I was coaching my son the way we came up, not you know, understanding that these kids didn't come up like us, so they can't take it like we took it, that kind of coaching. So how do you deal with that, you know, knowing the way you were coached, and then how do you translate it to your daughter without cheating her, you know, from getting things we got, but, you know, updating it to 2024 version?
I understand better now. It's a little bit more of a still, you know, just so.
Because I had to kind of step back and be a parent instead of the coach at a certain point after like year 2, 3, because I caught myself acting like Rodney, coaching like Rodney.
Hey,
let me give an example. He had a game where, you know, he was scoring good, but he was playing lazy defense.
Okay.
So if I told him, if you're lazy, if you're tired, come on the bench. Matter of fact, come on the bench and lay down on the bench, you know. But that's how we came up. So how do you handle that?
Oh, I thought you was referring to Rodney for real. Like, he really?
Oh, he was.
Rodney's he's the same as me. All of us are the same.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick though, I know we're running short on time. As y'all see there, Rece already got the hat on. Hey, fellas, we 23 days away from spring training with the Cardinals bust ass. We opened up against the Marlins. Just to remind y'all, spring training is getting close. But Rece, I was definitely proud to see your daughter chose softball. You know, baseball is still my favorite love, my favorite sport. We definitely look forward to having another guest on you on again, because believe it or not, our guy Rece actually is writing, producing a new theme song, another theme song for the show. We gotta love our fellas from the Boogie, blame it on the Boogie. So that's gonna be forthcoming. But again, brother, I want to.
And you know we singers, so you got to put us on a hook.
What?
You got to put us singers on the hook, man.
We got you.
We've had a lot of conversations. We're gonna have a lot more basketball conversation for you brothers, dudes, and Rodney. Me and Rece been talking. You know, we're gonna try to get some of the other brothers, old schoolers, on from the Boogie on her, like, you know, like the Zoes and things. We've been talking about how we're gonna make that happen. Again, we're trying to promote the show. That's why Rece came on. He been digging this or whatever. Like I said, he's one of our 32 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. We ain't hit it yet. But Rece, really appreciate you, bro. You know, we're gonna be hitting back up in the future. Looking forward to our new theme song. Anytime, bro. You know how to find us, you know where to reach us.
Hey,
go ahead. Yeah,
I haven't messed.
And you can see Rodney's clothes.
I haven't messed with our Cardinals since Tony did Ozzy that way, and I know y'all feel me. Tony did Ozzy. I ain't messed with, and we'll chop it later. But I know you talking about your Cardinals. I know that's your love, your pastime, but they have been on my list since Tony did Ozzy that way, man.
We gonna love our show come baseball.
Just how Rece has the Cardinals on his list is the same way I got LeBron James on my list.
I knew he was gonna go there.
Same way I got
with that being said,
Cardinals on my list.
With that being said, brother,
y'all. Oh, one other thing, my Tar Heels got upset last night. If y'all didn't see that by Georgia Tech, I knew it was coming. I saw it, and I hate when all these pronouncers be talking about, oh, North Carolina's gonna be a #1 seed. No, #1. Bro, we ain't even got into March yet. They just barely got into conference. Stop all this jinxing us talking about we #1 seeds and that. We cool with that. But on that note, right?
Y'all got Bandicoot.
Y'all got Bandicoot. Let's go. Sum us up. We can get out.
We want to first off, Rece, we thank you, brother, for joining us, man. It's been wonderful.
Oh yeah, man. We miss you, man.
Come on here anytime you want. Just say the word. We send you the link. Come join us, man. We got love for everybody from East St.
All my privilege. Thank y'all.
We want to thank each and every one of you for. There you go. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining with us tonight. But do us a favor. Press that like button. He get me every time. Press that like button, that subscribe button, and that follow button. Spend dudes the money. And as always, on behalf of DOOZE, Geechee Dan, and the one and only Maurice Rece Horton, I'm Rod D. If you like what we did, we thank you. If you didn't, kiss it. And guess what, fellas? We out.
Don't blame it on sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Don't blame it